Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Alright then, kids and cadets. Big old bottle of water. My dice. Big sippy, yes. I'm gonna need a big sippy because for some reason I always get the hiccups. Or I get burpy when I'm talking too much. I don't know why. It's only when I'm hosting games. It's not when I'm talking to anyone else under any other circumstances. It is just this very specific set of circumstances. Alrighty, tidy then. Is Minimana here? Silence is yes, as stupid people say.
She is muted, so there we go.
Yeah, I'm not here. Don't worry about it.
Marvelous, marvelous. Well, let's take you to the actual hole in the ground that you end up in. For this story starts when the dust settles, and you find yourself entombed within a monstrous lair. Boop.
That sounds oddly familiar. It's Final Fantasy 3 all over again.
If there's one thing that I'm excited for, it's that Foundry might actually run decently on Komo's computer, and he has been the limiting factor in all of my games to run with lighting engines.
Yes, I remember Komo's computer is kind of...
Yeah, it does actually.
Oh yes, you would know. Oh my goodness. A world opens up. If someone has a nice Disney song for the opportunity, you may sing it.
At least he hasn't complained about it, so I don't know.
Well, considering that he complains ceaselessly on Roll20. A bright future awaits us. I can't take this anymore. The dust has settled. The quiet dripping of the damp cave calls you. It's chilly in here, but nothing unbearable. Do you have any light sources you would like to employ?
Yes.
Yeah, have a lantern.
I have dancing lights as a cantrip.
You have to sustain that, don't forget that.
Yes.
So you have to constantly flick it on again.
They
made it a cantrip, huh? Weird. And not even a scaling one, that's even weirder.
Guess I pull out the torch.
Marvelous. You strike a few times until you generate some light for everyone to see. The rock around you... Gosh, I wish I was a geologist so I could just tell you some fancy rock facts. But instead, I will simply have to tell you that the rocky surroundings are partially covered in moss. Closer to the entrance, however, a few wannabe plants have come from the ground, but they'll probably won't live much longer now that the entrance is mostly congealed.
Oh no, I'm going to die.
You can survive a week without sunlight before you need to take your special nutritional supplements.
Have special nutrition supplements?
So, if you look at the ancestries, this is actually specifically mentioned that
Vitamin
Leshies...
D.
I have to look at that now.
So here we go. So they gain nourishment the same way plants do. So if they're outside, they generally don't need to pay for food. But they can go without sunlight for a week, and then they begin to starve. They derive nutrients from specially formulated bottles of sunlight. They cost 10 times as much as normal rations. And don't forget, rations in this system are measured in weeks. Like a light bulk is a week. Which is nice.
No damage from falling. That's hilarious.
They're too light. You can throw this baby and they'll just go wee, boop,
wee.
Float like a leaf.
When they land on the ground, you hit the rightmost piano key and it goes pink.
That can be something with a move. Float like a leaf, sing like a bee.
Well, you're in this cave and you were asked to go fix up a monster. The entrance doesn't look like it's going to let you go all that easily. So what do you want to do?
Well, nothing for it but onwards. Before the chill of this place gets to us.
Did they tell us what kind of monster it is?
The monsters around this place were, generally speaking, you know it as a warg. It's this big wolf boy.
Ooh.
Very aggressive, intelligent enough to know how to work doors. Wasn't aggressive until recently, though.
Okay.
Well, it's trapped in here with us.
And the other way around.
Mm.
Going forwards. No signs of any habitation. Though judging by the fact that there is a clear worn path, this is an area that has been used plentiful.
And I see some light ahead.
Indeed, you see glimmering crystals jutting out of the wall, providing a pleasant ambient light. It's very bluish color, though, which doesn't make it any better, because there's already a big pool of water making this place all cool and chilly. Up ahead, the caverns opens up. It is as if someone took a big spoon and carved this place out, leaving as high a ceiling as it has a pool,
Aye, there's a glowing mushroom up ahead.
allowing you to see the other shoreline, yes.
Ooh,
Kind of
mushrooms.
Alright, let's take a look-see as I do some things. Shh! Don't tell the players. I'm doing sneaky things.
Oh no.
I really like this, by the way.
Runelords.
On the monster sheets, there's just a button. Like a big round button at the top. You click it, whisper rolls on. Click it, whisper rolls off. Nice toggle button. Good job.
That's the first thing that I do in my D&D 4 F5 stuff.
Alright, let's take a liggity look-see at everyone's... Alright, good news. As you walk into the room... Wait, gosh, I'll look at these stats, but I forget. Blart! And Stillwater Creek both notice that the water is moving. Not in the way of, like, water dripping as you would expect, but more like something is causing the water to stir more than usual.
So it's not natural flowing, okay.
Maybe something's swimming around, but you can't quite see it. The water is a bit murky, so limited visibility from up here.
Kind of
I
whisper to the others, there's something in the water.
Mm.
Oh my fucking
I
god.
hope it stays there.
I
Something there. Looks cold.
It does look cold. In the distance, in the shadowy lights, you can see the remains of a bridge. You might be able to cross it, but you could also try to make your way around. Additionally, let me just double check and make sure how far you can see this. You think you see like a passage over here as well. I need to pick a better color, one that stands out a bit more here. Bright orange, baby.
Yeah.
Fucking need it.
Contrast.
Actually, what if I turn this one to FF2? To Final Fantasy. Does it turn any more orange?
It's one of the worst ones.
Oh no, now it just becomes yellow. I should have known!
The peeping.
Did you know that brown is just dark orange and your eyes are playing tricks on you? It's so weird.
That's
Esaru.
how colors work.
As you get close to the water, you are suddenly caught off guard by the fact that the water reaches out at you.
Ah,
Oh no.
Oh, Spheromorph.
slime.
Not slimes.
Ooh,
It's something with slippery hands.
Ugh.
This strange, tentacled creature reminds you somewhat of what most people would call a goblin, if it were not for its more aquatic features and a distinct abundance of tentacles as a lower body. Let us
So
commence.
probably-
Let us commence combat.
distant cousins of blood or what?
They actually all start turn. Actually, to learn some shortcuts because I don't have my automatic map switching trick anymore. Alrighty, tidy.
I guess this will be perception, just normal.
This is perception, yes. Oh gosh, and I don't have mass roll saves. Oh well. All the good things I miss. Because these fuckers are like, we're not gonna update Roll20 anymore, and it just breaks everything! Whee! And in case you're wondering, yes, there are no surprise rounds in 2E. It's just that if you manage to stay hidden, you just get to take your turn being stealthy, and then you get to whack them. Flat-footed is its own advantage from any distance. Alright then, everyone rolled, everyone ready to go?
Yeah.
First,
Yes.
another one scuttles out of the water, drags itself onto land. It is not as nimble on land as it is in water, as one would expect from something that walks around on suction cups. In fact, it makes an awkward imagine a mixture between a squishing sound and a constant plopping of, like, suction cups.
Great. I love it.
Hmm.
Let's see. It doesn't have any reach attacks. Ooh. 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 You know what? It's actually going to move on over and try to grab Blart by throwing its massive tentacles towards him.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
Bart.
It has, however, failed at its aggressive assault. Blart! It has so politely come in so close.
Okay, I want to glare at it with my intimidation.
Be like that.
The writhing mongrel. Okay, so in that case, you just roll intimidation versus its will DC, which is 15. Oh no! Let's see, that's a normal success. It is frightened. 1. In case you don't know what frightened means, good sirs, it means that all of his DCs and fancy things. Oh, I can't do numbers without rolls? Oh, that's just great. That was one of the best features. Oh well. It is frightened. Meaning that all of its... basically everything it does has a -1. Except armor class, I think. You've managed to frighten it. You have 2 actions left.
Yeah.
As it seems to regret its actions.
Smack.
Your flail lands a bludgeoning blow. Although its flesh is squishy, it can still be bruised. You hit it.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that again because I don't need to move or anything.
By the way, as a quick notice for everyone who has not noticed this yet, there is a button that says #2 and #3. Those are for multiple attack penalties.
Yeah,
I
it's new.
pressed
In the back,
tab
you-
two.
In the back, you can actually specifically set what the penalties are for normal and agile, and then you have a checkbox for agile. So, just remember that. It's a nice way to set up. Stillwater. The creature screams, but you're not sure if it's fear or just raw, I'm gonna eat you.
It's always time for screaming. I'm going to lead with a feint, which is a deception roll.
Can you deceive something with glimmering eyes like his? Let's see. Against his perception DC. Fails it. You have successfully fainted. It is unprepared for your next dashing move.
Then I'll give him the stabby.
Well, he's flat-footed, so that's a +2, in which case you hit him. And, as a result of your formidable blow, it sort of sinks inward. Like, imagine something that is only standing upright and has any volume as a result of its muscles tensing, and all those muscles just go slack. It just turns into a heap that's much smaller than you expected.
Gross.
Very gross. It's not very pleasant. Let's take a... Ooh, this is going to be fun. However, then something comes from the water.
Again.
Yes. It is unclear if this is the last one or just one of many, but it has arrived. As it comes from the water, it spits a globule of thick ooze at this boy. I'm sorry
Nice.
to say, sorry, but I think that is a hit.
Yes, that
It's
is a hit.
1 off from a critical hit, though, because you're flat-footed. However, you are now clumsy 1, and you have a -10-foot speed penalty for a few rounds, as you are covered in a salty, slickery, sticky slime.
Yeah.
You also take 3 acid damage, just a little
Yep.
bit.
What does clumsy do?
It reduces your... It's basically like as if your dex modifier was reduced. It also affects your AC. So anything dex-related, DCs, goes down by 1, and your AC goes down by 1. Lucky for you, it doesn't affect the attack that hits you, or there would have been a critical. It does not work like that, luckily.
Mm.
It also has, however, a spear. The spear is crudely made. Its tip made of rocky bits, and it flings it towards you. After which it dives under the water.
That also hits. Oof.
It manages to land some good blows. Good blows. The green yellow that's next to you, however, is much more interested in grabbing you. Now that you have been weakened.
Well, that misses.
We'll try again. It's very keen on this. Okay. Well, that might hit because your AC went down, didn't it?
Yeah, my AC went down by how much? 1?
One, just one.
So it's my AC 17 now.
Marvelous. It gets a free... Oh, cool. Despite having grab, it's not good at grappling, but it's going to give it its best shot. Oh, no, wait. Is this... No, it's not improved grab. This is plus grab. It will now try to grab you, which it's not great at. Okay, so
Ooh.
technically grapple is a -10. So this is a failure. It becomes a success. It now has you grabbed.
Ah.
The return of Griff. I forgot to update your token name. Excuse me.
That's my name now. No. So
Grabbed by the water goblin
that's not
and
good.
spat on.
Grabbed by the ghoulies.
Where's they?
The creature seems eager to
And-
drown him, which, to be fair, is
Yeah,
gonna take a
can
while.
Mm.
Can I help Wizard escape the grappler?
Hmm?
Can I
You wrench
help
him free?
Wizard? Yeah.
I imagine so, with an athletics check, or I guess I don't think an athletics check. I think would work. You sort of escape in his stead, try to wrench him off. Her, the green yellow is not strong enough, and you manage to wrench your friend free.
That should have been 2 actions, I guess.
No, what's yeah? One action to move over, one action to free him. You have one action left. Your
to
multiple
free
attack penalty.
him. One action to move, one action to free him, yes, so I could try to attack the greeny low with my claw.
Don't forget, you have a multiple attack penalty of 1 since you technically tried to free someone.
Okay.
Asaru,
What
revenge.
what? 25 something is not right with my critical damage.
Let's take a look see what Asaru thinks on what he wants to do as revenge.
10d4.
There's something of it.
Okay.
Well, I admire your
Well,
optimism. 10d4 is not right.
well, in all this hassle, I have dropped my torch when this thing grabbed at me. So that's kind of rolling on the floor.
It might go out soon.
Hmm. Oh.
The floor is like very
Right.
wet, so smothers the flames a bit. But you still have light for now.
Hmm. So could I say that that I drew my weapon when we got
Yes.
trapped in this cave? Because
I assume that since you were in a monster lair, you had a weapon in one hand at least.
Yep. All right. So I start with a snacking strike by trying to pull this thing out of balance.
Oh, Mac.
Ugh.
Unfortunately for you, its armor class is 15.
Well, that didn't pan out, so I switched to a two-handed stance then and try to. Nah.
Jesus, jeepers. You Asaru
Ineffectually
is.
slashed this.
You are too slathered in goo. Blart,
Yep.
save your friend.
It's slippery and
Okay, so
I'm cold.
guess one action to stab, one action to try to intimidate again.
Marvelous. You try to get him to get spooked.
Yeah.
He's not very intimidated so far. Look at this weenie. Oh heck. Oh heck.
Sure.
Well, that certainly gave him the good old scare.
I mean, Hobgoblin is
wait.
rather intimidating.
I mean, a guy who,
The angry
who just beat up a
eyebrows.
friend, yeah, that's pretty scary. He's like, ah.
You're next.
That's a critical hit. You just, oh man, that's an instant
Hit?
kill.
It's just a 16.
Just a 16. Why
Would
so?
die.
Oh. It's still critical hit. Like I said, it's you. It has 15 armor class. You roll 10 over.
Right.
So when
Yes, that's how it works in
your
tough
flail
games.
swings through the air and hits it with such force that it goes down under and refuses to surface.
Bonk.
Still water. There's only one boy left, and he's all the way over there, underwater-ish.
I'm going to moving over here, and then swap to my short bow. Try and snipe him in the water. Probably disadvantage to that.
Well, he's going under, so. Well, that still hits him. Pew! Right in the butt.
Doink.
He doesn't like being hit there. That hurts. You have one action left, I presume? Unless you want to take cover.
I swapped to a different weapon, so I don't
Okay.
think.
Oh, yeah, that's interact, yeah. I'm so not used to not having hit points, so I'm like, it's 14? No, that's its initiative. Let's see. What options does it have? You know what? You're a little baby, and you just shot it in the butt.
No.
You watch this rouse in the water shift towards you with high speed. And then
goodness.
it jumps out, its massive tentacles flailing at you. And once they have you
Beast.
distracted, he goes for a grab and fails at everything in life.
Doing his best.
This crude spear, still around somewhere, but no longer in his hands.
So, is the Winnie still in the water?
No,
or
it's
did
come
it
out
get
now because it's swiping at still water.
Okay. So I wanna cast Reduce Flame on him.
Cool. That hits. So
Oof.
I don't know what the damage is.
Yeah. Why isn't it writing it correctly? It's 1d4 fire damage plus my spell casting ability modifier. 1d4 plus. Amazing.
Well, that is a fantastic idea. There's a slight problem. This thing is slick with water.
Yes.
As a result, it does less than you had hoped.
Okay. And then
Piece of steel.
my last action I'm gonna use for demoralizing him.
Roar.
Then
So dang scary.
Everyone here wants to. Oh no, it's not just frightened. It's frightened too, which is a fancy way of saying that he takes a -2 to everything he tries to do. So he's very ineffectual. Asaru. The goo will wear off at the end of this turn.
Yes. Well, I have -10 movement until 10.
It's a bit hard to move when you're covered in goop.
Yep. Can I reach it from here?
Sort of, yes.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of behind this column stalactite, something.
It goes up.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try this again. I go for the snag and miss.
Well, I appreciate your go get 'em attitude.
Bastard.
So that was one move to get there. And let's then switch to two-handed. Hey.
And
why
that
is
does
the
him in.
is next to me burning?
That's the torch.
Okay.
No, you're just on fire. Don't worry about it.
Torch. There you go. With another fine swing, even around this awkward corner. The creature lets out a violent screech before it sinks. Down, down,
I
down.
dedicate this kill to the water lizard.
Blub, 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 blub.
Lizard in there?
Hmm?
Like looking
No.
over the edge into the water. How many things are in that?
No, the great water lizard.
Bokrogoha is calling it.
Yeah. And then I go retrieve my torch. If there's nothing else.
Yes, there's
Alrighty,
nothing
tidy.
else.
Kaboom, kapow. Wait, what the heck? It just said -20 on your low light. That's weird. This torch absorbs low light nearby. The quiet sets in. For about a moment. For something else surfaces. This
Oh,
one,
great.
however, is a friendly face.
Sea elf? Question mark?
A bluish lady.
A water elf.
A water spirit of some sort by the looks of it, as the water seems to gently flow around her. She leaves nary a ripple.
You're not gonna try and kill us, are you?
It's very, very optimistic of you.
Oh, hello there.
She reaches out with a hand and thanks you kindly for taking care of those pests that have been in our waters for so long. But she would like to know what brings people to this modest abode.
Have you seen a big wolf around?
They've lived here for long. They live a distance ahead, in the old ruins nearby. They've grown quite aggressive recently as a result of someone tapping on the stone for hours on end.
Uh-huh.
Indeed.
Any idea what that might be then?
I am not sure. I cannot leave this pool of water too far, and I have no desire to. It is dangerous there. Creatures of undead live there. And those wolves aren't exactly nice either.
Right. Great. Undead.
There are
Wolves
some sprites who
Crumble.
have told me of the noise, though, hence why I know such a thing in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Alright then. Do you have a reward in mind for us ridding you of these pests?
Well,
Good one.
I am the lady of these waters. I can bring you across if you want, or I can provide you with something restorative in nature.
Restorative would be nice.
Alright, in that case, she'll provide you with something nice. Let me look up exactly what would be a nice reward. There we go. There we go. She provides you with a special potion of healing, which is actually just some water that she pours into a container you have of any kind. It is about one drink, so one use of it.
My mouth. That's a container.
All right. It's a
Don't
bit
make this
awkward,
weird.
but she'll go along with this.
Oh.
She'll go with this. Essentially, it's a boosted version of a minor healing potion, which restores 1d8 plus 4 hit points to you when consumed.
Nice.
A strange calmness washes over you when you take this. I like that every one of these creatures was frightened when they were killed. The Terror Squad.
I mean, that's how we work.
I mean, it's an effective way to spend
Except
a turn.
maybe Dizzy, I don't know. Can you frighten people?
No,
Refreshing.
I'm not. I'm very small.
You're
Not
more of
spooky.
you're more of the deception kind.
She also gives you a few, in more whisper tone, a few tips of some things she knows that live nearby. She knows that an ooze method, some wizard's familiar, has gone down the passage over to the west. There might be some treasure there if you're looking for goodies. Down south on the shoreline used to be some goblins who were like. Goblins are not made for mining. They're not kobolds. They're not hardy or disciplined enough. They were like, we're going to mine these crystals and make bank. And then some of them got dragged under and turned into these horrid monsters. And now they're very frightened. They're very skittish and antsy, and they're probably just going to start shooting people unless they're properly calmed down or something. They don't seem to pay any mind to her specifically. Probably because she's in the water where the monsters are.
So clumsy goblins, okay.
Some clumsy dummies, yes.
Clumsy, trigger happy goblins.
They've set themselves up quite well with fortifications and everything.
I would be trigger happy too if my friends were turned into some weird tentacle thing.
Fair point.
Anyway, now that she's helped you, you know what? She's a cool water nymph. She will manifest for you 3 more bubbles of that special healing liquid. They only work when you're within like 300 feet of this place, which means essentially as long as you're in this dungeon, these items remain potable.
Wow.
Nice.
Once you leave, the bubbles will collapse and the magic energy fades, though. So you now have 3 extra healing potions that, again, 1d8 plus 4 hit points. It takes an action to take out and an action to clip unless you put it on the bandolier. And these are sturdy bubbles, by the way. Unless you push, when you put your lips at it, it goes whoop. But up until then, it's about as sturdy as glass.
Cool.
Don't cromsh it. So put it in your teeth and go cromsh.
So my plan on doing a medicine check on Balmor is that needed anymore good.
And from then, she will vanish, once more thanking you.
Bye, Nayad.
What kind of druid are you again?
Wild.
A wild druid.
Um,
Born to be wild. Oh man, I love that Duke Nukem's line when he says that it's so bad. He cracks up and he just doesn't hold the tone. It's great. I like mimicking it. Anyway, this is a good deed on your behalf. Having a nice chat with a fae.
Hey,
So, where should we go next? To the goblins or to that place where the wizard went?
There's 3 ways we can cross this lake.
Yes.
Either carefully edging this way, jumping up this way, or we can also swim, I guess.
Me too, yeah.
According to her, there's nothing dangerous in the water, so...
Yeah, except whatever turned those goblins into tentacle things.
And I guess the water is kind of chilly.
There are no vats with radioactive symbols in the water, to what you can see.
That was also the mentioned treasure.
Yeah.
I like the
Triage.
sounds of treasure.
Who does not like the sound of triage?
Yeah.
Listen, when you start saying every syllable, every letter, every English word gets weird. Mayat.
Yeah.
You want some mayat on your sandwich?
That's how the Germans talk.
You want some yogurt?
When you're yatched.
Despite the fact that the stones are slippery, it's not that difficult to move around as long as you wear sturdy boots or got nice calloused soles. And the little plant baby is so small that they have the advantage of being small. So everything is bigger, relatively speaking.
Wait.
As I mentioned, these ledges are not straight in this area. It's curved shape, so you could theoretically walk along the ledges, but it's a bit difficult.
Okay.
As for the bridge, the biggest problem is that the steps aren't all there. The ropes are, though. This side has the biggest disadvantage of just being kind of irregular.
If the bridge is slippery, I wouldn't try to jump over there, so let's not do that.
Tightrope walk.
Sneaking over, your torch casts light down the tunnel, where you can see a turn and an abandoned spider's web. You can tell it's abandoned because it's like, normally spider's webs are solidly attached. This one is kind of like half hanging. A lot of connective wires are dangling. That said, wouldn't it be just a spider's trick to create a falsely abandoned web?
The old
Nice.
double bluff.
Cancel the spider.
They call him 4 Aces Spider McGee.
The smartest spider.
He's got
in
the strongest
world.
poker face in the West.
He's got to trick up all 8 of his sleeves.
I've got all 8 aces as he puts them on the poker. He's like, you don't play 8 cards, and there aren't 8 aces. And then the
I'll
judge
be
goes,
taking my winnings.
and the judge says, I allow it.
Jones is clearly paid off.
Your ears pick up the sound of goop, of like,
Oh
and then
boy,
like the
goop.
quiet mumblings of something that has gone a bit cuckoo.
Yes, the slime bit it.
Goopy boy.
Assuming.
Careful or you might get greased. Covered in oil. And then you fall.
Don't tell me you brought Greasy Steve in here.
No. If I mean, to be fair, considering this is an ooze method, maybe Greasy Steve is the dead wizard. He died as he lived.
Couldn't slip out of that one.
Maybe he slipped out of it too fast, and he just conked his head.
Slipped
Oh.
off his mortal coil.
I reach out with my torch and light the weapon fire.
Okay, I need to go to the appropriate layer. The web goes up in flames, and that also causes the nearby creature to go, "Ah! My masterpiece! My masterpiece! Why would you burn my masterpiece?"
What the heck?
Art is subjective, dude.
A very whiny baby.
Wait.
Exactly. Comes slouching forward. This thing is small, so it's like waist height, but it lurches forward as if it's this hulking beast. Which, if there were goblins here, yes, it would probably be like a decent size, but to you it's like no.
It's massive.
Actually, destruction is art, so now
It
your
actually-
masterpiece is actually a masterpiece.
It actually uses intimidation for initiative because it wants to spook you into leaving.
Doing a very good job.
Please. Roll me whatever you think is appropriate for this context. I think perception is proper. As this boy comes out and wants to teach you all a lesson.
Yeah. There we go.
He got a little too caught up in his act by the looks of it, and except yours, who apparently thinks it's a nice act. You are consumed by his artistry.
Sneaky in this one person wide corridor.
I mean, if the goblins have anything to say about it, one person wide is actually 2 people wide. I mean, it actually is. That's a really nice way of setting like how scales work. Of like, well, if you're medium, it's a 1 person wide corridor. If you're small, it's 2. If you're tiny, it's 4. Anyway, let's sort. Oh wait, I think someone forgot to roll.
It's probably me.
Walking along that slippery ledge. By the way, I built this map myself. It was fun to do. On my first go, everything had vision, which meant that the map was fucking laggy. As every single
really
tile was
nice.
making vision checks.
How did you manage to mess that
Because
up?
I thought that it wouldn't affect. I was really stupid. Because I done that because we're like, okay, I'm gonna make tokens, so I need to know what they can see. But I didn't think about the fact that if I put down map tiles, it would also make the map tiles look.
Oh,
Oh man.
Oh well, rebuilding the map was a fun experience either way. I like set pieces. They're fun. There's a certain joy to custom building your own map.
I like how you could actually just remove the spider web.
That's
that
the
was-
magic. The magic
Tell
of making your own map. Asaru. He comes out and you're already antsy after getting whipped at by a bunch of tentacles and boys.
yep. Drop my torch again.
I'm just gonna keep the torch around since apparently of dropping it so much.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna make it so that anyone can control it, so you can just slap it under your token and drag it around with you. How's that for being smart?
Oh,
Wow.
right.
Bask in my glory.
Slime boy. Action. Pop it there.
If
Go for
anyone,
there.
oh, actually, he only speaks Aquan and Terran, so you presumably just hear a lot of blooping and grinding. It's actually spooky if you don't know the language.
I probably miss.
Yeah, I mean AC 14, but
Wow. Right. Back to two-handed style.
I hate this. I hate this.
I
Wow.
wanna hit this.
Saru did not pay attention.
Professional killing machine.
Saru is out of sorts in this cave. Yeah. I don't like caves.
Oh, he actually flies. Okay, in that case, he can just cast grease at his own feet. All right, moving on. Stillwater. The torch crackles on the ground as you see the slimy fight up ahead.
A lot of room to move.
I'm thinking, what do lushies think of fire?
No,
Fire scary. Fire bad.
I mean they have no particular weakness to it, but no.
Fire bad.
Especially leaf lushies, I suppose.
I like the idea of like you light like a tiny like edge of it just so that it smolders a bit, and it's like I'm fashion. Baby.
Like frosted tips.
But the opposite.
Like carefully.
Sneak
Scoot around the
around to
fire.
touch.
Is fire scary?
You
I
don't
mean,
want
you
to
can
have
you can
the
attack
bad
him. Like I said, he's walking into the hallway, so you can attack him without any problems.
Yeah. Reach around the corner with a stabby. Stabby.
Ow, that is a full 6 stabby. Ah!
And I'll just take cover against the wall.
Blort. The creature might just fly away when it realizes that it's getting stabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of tight in there.
It is.
Yeah.
But perhaps...
I'm lighting my lantern again. I thought it was already late.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Allow me to look up some details. You take some time to light up your lantern. Doesn't take long. Just take out the flint and steel. I'll take care of that in a second, once I know what the lantern looks like in terms of light. There we go. It's hooded, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Because if it's a bullseye, it's very different. Now there's some light. I can't tell if it's lag or if it's just the panning that's bad. Alright, Blart. You've lit up a lantern. The ooze method is angry.
That's a powerful answer.
I might curb that a bit, but whatever. It screeches and hollers and goes blah blah and flies around. If anyone has attacks of opportunity, you can take one.
I think it's as well.
I am only small.
That actually hits.
Nice.
As it flies, it nice.
Yeah.
It says you guys are rude and creates a splort of this under Stillwater and Asaru.
Oh no, the splort.
No,
The DC is the DC is 17. Acrobatics or athletics, or you fall on your butts.
That's not for everyone or who?
Reflexing.
These guys.
acrobatics check.
The
Reflex or acrobatics.
DC 17. Hell, Asaru is now on his butt, like a
Ah.
weenie. Stillwater stays standing. Yorsk, he's flown right into your arms. He did notice you
Love
because he
that.
turned around. You don't have
I
to make a
love
saving
that
throw.
drone logo.
It's great. It's all you need.
So it's ooze method, so I suppose they're also resistant against fire.
Maybe, maybe not.
Can I do a recall knowledge check for that?
Yes.
Would that
Elementals,
be
I think, are
nature?
arcana. or
Yeah,
nature.
I think so too.
I say both
forgot.
technically work since it's a familiar.
Yeah. Yeah, then I'm gonna go for nature because mine kinda sucks.
Yeah, weird. 14. What's an appropriate DC for something that's this weenie? probably fine. I mean, it's goopy, but it's not like wet. Additionally,
Okay.
doesn't grease catch fire?
That's true.
I think it is.
But
fine.
didn't he just put grease all over the floor with the torches?
The torch is safely on the ground. The grease is over here in just a 10-foot square, so
Oh.
one is
Right.
not touching the other.
Okay. Then I'm gonna cast Produce Flame on him. I actually can use that as a mini attack also, if I remember correctly. Amazing.
Why did you have to be so mean?
Big fire.
You take the fire in your hand and put it right where it hurts on his backside. Bam! And swat him out of the air. You didn't even need that critical, but it did the job.
Oof.
Sported.
It did splort. Bort.
Now there's hot grease all over me or what?
No, just on your hand. I don't know if that's any better.
It's a little bit better.
Well, after a bit, the grease will fade away. It
Yes,
evaporates magically.
go on. Get my torch back.
Yes.
And, oh.
You see a growth of mushrooms, under which lies a wizard's body.
Hmm.
All right.
Well, that's treasure. Suppose.
It is. It is. Let me check something out. I just noticed no one has Arcana. Nice.
You don't know what magic is.
Magic is for weenies. On the wizard's body, you find a selection of bottles. They're like a bandolier, but they're on these little slots, tiny vials of stuff. Also, a few sticks. It's quite a mixture.
Okay. I just gather it all up.
Does anyone here speak
Eh.
Elven? I think not.
Hey,
Oh.
Josh, any of this
No.
seem familiar or anything?
Cool.
So what language is it? Elfish. I only have Druidic. So it's not language. So if it.
Then you can't read the labels.
Nope.
Can you roll me a nature check? Because generic magic items can be identified with any of the four,
Ooh.
which is an answer to the problem of nobody wants to take spellcraft. Marvelous. As a group check, you take some a close look and try to squint real hard. I'll type out the items for you.
Well, let's see. A magic stick. Magic potion. Different magic stick.
No, it's a tinder twig actually.
It's kind of a magic stick.
Here you go. A selection of fine potions. Oh, actually, it's 2 tinder twigs. Excuse me. Some fine tools that may be useful, or maybe not. It didn't help this guy. He also had
Yeah.
like 9 silver pieces in his pocket. If you want, I can make you a treasure sheet.
Yes.
Fair enough. I'll take a minute to set that up. Campaign loot sheets. Making a loot sheet for the gang. I like loot sheets.
No.
I like that no one keeps track of their loot sheets.
Hey, sheets.
I make sheets for them, and they're like, what? These exist?
That's a sheep.
What is a sheet? What is a man?
Goes on a bed.
Don't worry. Oh no, wait. I don't need to copy all of this. I just need like the basics. I can't believe I actually. How did I do this? Oh, cool. I just. Huh. Man, I like it when I look back at things and I'm like, wait, that's smart. How did I smart? My head.
Who did
Sure.
that?
Anyway, I'm gonna share you. Loot sheet, Skatey boys. I should have taken care of this ahead of time,
What-
but I'm dumb.
What is the name of our gang? Skiddy Boy?
Sure. Why not? Oh my god, I want to get a link.
Yeah, the Tin Drip Militia.
The Tindrip Militia. Is there much in the name there? Here we go. I don't know if you have editing rights. I don't know what rights you have at all.
Ooh.
I love the preview.
I don't see any kind of sheet, so
Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna edit this so that it doesn't have the ooh.
No,
Ooh.
zero,
We
zero,
don't need the
zero.
ooh statue.
But you can hardly swallow.
oh, you mean this?
Oh, I see why it's oohing.
Yeah.
The ray
Set to view
formula.
only.
Okay, cool. How do I stop that? Stop that. This was so
It
easy
zeros.
before, and you're making it hard. I presume it's because my screen isn't wide enough. Because guess what? When I do half screening, it's always just short enough that it's like you're using mobile, so we're gonna give you the shit UI.
It zeros all the way down.
Link sharing options. Click anywhere. Yes, I know. Here. Oh, here we go. Editor. There we go. Can you edit now?
No.
Refreshed.
I
Yeah,
can
if you
edit.
refresh, you can.
Yes. Hey, who put that smiley?
Alright.
Hey, don't be like that. Don't hate on the smiley. Actually, this is not necessary because it's party wide.
So, okay, the second sheet is for loot, alright.
Gonna put this all the way to 20, all the way to 20. I like that we're doing this on live TV.
Really?
Did you not know? Did you know?
No.
You're famous.
I
Welcome.
don't watch TV.
Oh my goodness, there's smiley faces all over the place.
So,
Shut up with your ref error. Here, not your work. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom.
Did it.
Marvelous. It's all set up now. It should work. As should all these smiley faces. It's Cat Town. Cat Town, cat, cat
Town.
town, town, cat town, cat town, cat town.
Town of the cats.
Do you wanna come to Cat Town? Meow,
no, Go
meow.
to Cat Planet.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Are you fine, sir?
Yeah. I'm just,
Having
too many cats. Too many kitty cats.
a cat moment.
Anyway, what would you like to do, kids?
Slime time is over, so we try and get over to the other side of the thing.
Yes.
Venom. Well.
Faster.
Okay, well, this tunnel didn't lead anywhere, so I don't trust that bridge, so I'll try and edge my way by way of this ledge
Marvelous.
here.
Marvelous. Since you're a bit big and a bit clumsy, or at least, I don't know, your tail's in the way of sidling along a wall. Can you roll me some delicious acrobatics?
Let's see. I'm guessing this isn't marshy terrain.
It's not wet enough for that. No, it's still stone.
Eh,
Stone, distinctly not marshy.
Hey.
You manage to sail your way across.
Yeah.
When you make it to the other
Okay.
side, you hear some screeching in Goblin.
Oh man.
They don't seem to do anything. They're just like, eh!
I'm small, so I can just, plop, plop, plop my way over.
Plop, plop, plop. Plop indeed, yes.
Little tiny feet.
The benefits of being baby.
Yeah.
Blark.
And there's goblin screaming up ahead.
It's a bed.
Mm-hmm. If only you'd helped your friends. Your friends are on the other side still.
Hmm.
I
Oh.
probably could manage also the acrobatics check.
I'll throw a rope across.
It's
What a
tough.
brilliant idea. As a result of having a fine rope, the lot of you can make it across without too much difficulty.
Yep.
The biggest brain move would have been to have the little baby go first, and then just carry the end of the rope. Get bigger brain every day, kids. Get bigger
Go
brain.
Someone
Every day.
just wanted to be special.
Show off to the class. Anyway, the screaming goblin voices seem to tell you not to come any closer. You slimy monsters!
Does it speak?
And in there presumably is like an extra.
Does the goblin speak common or goblin?
Goblin.
So only
Very-
Mina understands.
Very
I
articulate
guess.
scream.
So I'll shout back in Goblin that the slimy monsters are no more. You're safe, citizens.
Gosh. Alright, if you want to actually convince them, how do you want to approach this? Do you want to just kind of go, or is it more like a, ah? Are you asserting your presence via intimidation, or are you being diplomatic and being like, don't worry about it, guys. Everything's chill, everything good under the hood, as they say.
Yeah, I would like to use diplomacy or deception since I don't actually know what they want.
Diplomacy, since you're telling the truth that the monsters are indeed gone.
Yeah, okay.
As they are currently unfriendly and are eager to spring to hostile, if given a reason. Your answer is that, wait, you speak Goblin. The monsters speak Goblin! I think.
I think. I love that. I think.
Let's see. Oh, wait. Excuse me. I forgot. This is not how this works. I need to check up on their... Oh, well, in that case, the 13 is actually enough. Excuse me. You have managed to assuage their fears enough that, for now at least, they'll tolerate your presence. And calm down a little bit.
Hooray.
One of them kind of pops their head out.
Oh, what a cute little guy.
Football head.
It's Arnold.
Hey,
Perfectly pumpable.
Arnold. Ding.
Arnold.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bup.
Wow.
Wow, wow.
And while the goblin meetup is going, I'm gonna check out what's here.
You find like a double-decker bed, which looks like it's more used as a nest than a bed, judging by how many blankets and assorted straw pillows are on it.
Bunk beds, bunk beds.
The few crates, some of them seem to just be empty crates as fortifications. Others seem to have like tools in them that you would imagine someone who's trying to do a mining operation would have. They're not great. There's also a big old chest around the corner that catches your eye when you look around, as well as some mined crystals that glow very, very faintly. You might have done a poor job at that. Ba-ba-da-ba.
I kind of Motion to still water. Hey, there's a chest here.
Can I check to see if it's trapped at all?
That's
Check.
goblin chest. Probably
Are
a
you
good idea.
are you actually just looting the stuff of the goblins right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Hey,
did so nothing.
you did them a favor. They should be paying you.
In advance. Without them
Hey,
knowing.
hey,
Militia.
Arnold.
Militia job
Hey,
doesn't
what
pay
the-
for free.
What they don't know won't kill them until it does.
All right. What do you think's appropriate for figuring out if something is trapped? I think that's a perception check to see if you can find
Sure.
any traps on this box.
Perception or thievery. Like
Let
the
me roll
same.
that for.
Sorry.
Nah, I'm not gonna do secret rolls. That's silly.
13.
It's probably fine. Come on, these are goblins. Why would they trap their chest? They just hurt
Well,
themselves.
okay.
And not
I trust you, mysterious voice in my head.
kobolds.
I mean, goblins
Try
use
and
traps,
open
but
it.
they're more primitive.
Try.
All right.
open the box.
It's thievery to see if you can unlock it.
Yeah.
As you take out your lockpicks and begin sliding them into the
Really?
device.
13 again.
Yeah.
No
3
progress
isn't
has
it?
been made on the lock, but you haven't broken your lockpicks either, so...
This is fine.
Hmm.
And I can try again.
Like, this conversation between Blart and the goblins takes a minute, so you have some time.
Yeah, keeping a lookout and also blocking the view.
That's more like it.
Okay. Roll me again. Ooh, 20. You feel the lock loosening up under your fine work. You got one more go.
Clicky, clicky, clicky.
Nothing one. A good
Clicky,
click up
clicky,
of 3.
clicky.
You managed to open the box. You did it.
What's in the box?
What is in the box is a fantastic question. It's...
Nothing. It's nothing. Stupid.
Why are you so negative
It's
about
fine,
what's in the
so
box?
something.
Stupid.
I mean, there's probably not all that much inside the box. There's some funny stuff though. There's this token that has a bush on it, like this small wooden token. Bush on it, and there's this small jade statuette of a cat, very small.
Oh,
It's more like a
kitty.
keychain, and then there's like about 60 silver pieces strewn across the floor of it.
Cash and also kitty.
Payday.
Worth it.
The jade cat is a talisman, by the way. It's meant to be slapped on some equipment.
It's also a kitty.
Yeah.
Marvelous. You scoop up all the things and close the chest. As the goblins cannot effectively see you, and they're busy talking. However, then the minute ends up. And they tell you all about the spooky things that are happening around here. They're not the only ones digging around here lately. There's someone else digging way deep. It's like the gnashing of the earth's teeth.
So that's probably the walk.
No. It's all angry. Can't get any sleep. So it keeps barking at us. But we use the boxes. The boxes, they can't get us. We're gonna take all the crystals. Gotta make a big profit.
You're gonna need that profit after Stillwater was done.
Anyway, there's dangers up ahead. A lot of dangers. I mean, there's more, but there's like a big hole in the ground and we can't really jump that far. And then there's the spiders. Yeah, there's also the spiders. And, nah, never mind.
Oh,
Well,
never mind.
Well, since the baddies are gone, we can go back to our beds. Go at your own risk, silly willies.
I think we should go quickly before they notice I robbed them.
You robbed them?
Scoot.
Shush!
Scoot.
Let's go quick.
I have nothing to do with this. Let's go.
You go up the small ledge, which would provide adequate combat advantage, but now that you're just walking around, it's easy enough to deal with. What's in the
that is
box? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? The cave goes deeper down. Signs are unclear, whatever you're dealing with, natural stone or some excavation effort. It does, however, get a bit pinchy and tight at places, as if this area is far more concentrated in its focus.
Scoop up some of that slime from earlier and slip our way in.
Nah, you have the time to sneak on through. These are wide enough that most creatures sort of sidle through.
Clearly, I'm
Spider
still
web.
beast, so it's fine.
There is a
Okay,
spider
there's
web.
another spider web ahead.
The spider web seems to be intact, though.
Well.
Is there anything
Doesn't think there's
incentivizing us?
anything interesting down there.
Doesn't seem to be anything interesting down there, no, so you might as well ignore it. Might as
hurting anyone.
well ignore it.
Not hurting anybody.
I don't
Blark,
care about spiders.
this section of the tunnel opens up to... It seems to be worked stone and brick, as if someone basically dug a hole into a castle wall. Even the rugged stone turns into paved segments and tiles. The room is filled with a strange ambient chill, and the humidity in the air turns to droplets where you stand.
Alright.
However,
Cool.
as it's opened up, it doesn't properly cool anymore. Too much of the cold escapes. There's also a big box in the corner of the room, on top of a grate by the looks of it. Further ahead, another hole in the wall allows you to access a massive chasm of sorts.
A chasm.
I'm keeping an eye on the webs, just in case.
Alright. Roll me some perception as you seek the webs while you move.
Oh,
Keeping your eyes out for anything that moves within. There is a spider in there, scuttled in the corner. You are now aware of its presence.
Okay, now we rolled 3 13s in a row and a 3 22s in a row.
Handsome.
Oh no.
Maybe your luck is improving, good sir. Maybe good tidings await. Oh, wow. Over here, Blart, you see large metal doors.
Okay, I like doors. Finally some civilization in this place.
Ugh,
Hey, doors.
civilization, disgusting.
Well, I glare at the spider.
Flashback.
The spider sits motionless like a statue.
Minding their own business.
Blart,
Kind of wag the torch in its direction. Kind of, I know you're there.
We're over here.
Blart
we're not
pushes
food.
against the doors. I assume. Or is he just listening?
I'll try the handle.
As you pull the large handle, it's quite... You have to use all the leverage it offers to it open. And then when you push against it, the door is both heavy and something on the other side seems to be blocking it. It will take a bit of work to actually move this door.
I have a crowbar.
I'll help.
Alright. In that case, which one of you thinks they can roll me a strength check? The other one must also roll me athletics. The other one can also roll me athletics to provide a bonus if they succeed.
I'm pretty sure we are both the same at it. In
Yeah.
fact,
Moral
between
support.
strength.
Let's see, how tough is this door going to be?
Strength 18, athletics 7.
I really... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look up that GM screen that I have. I might as well use it. For easy DCs by level. Wow. Alright. Athletics for the boys trying to wrench open this door. As some boxes are behind it.
Do you want to roll? You've been having more luck.
Right.
Like both of you can roll, but one of you would be helping and would be like giving a +1 or 2 bonus to the other guy.
Okay. Well, see.
Another 22. Because, yeah.
Even without the obstacle that is Asaru not opening his part of the door first, you manage to push and then you start to hear groaning as some creatures spring to life at the. Oh wait, excuse me. These are on a layer.
Man,
Some creatures were standing behind the barrels and they were pushing against it because they heard sounds, and now they're pushed back.
Oh my god, look at that skeleton.
Oh my god,
Having a
damn.
great time.
Doing so,
Barrel
the door
time.
opens for thee.
Errol.
Barrel. Tell me why he barrels around and roll on the ground.
Errol.
Barrel. Excuse me, I don't want this on this layer. What? The creatures in front of you are momentarily aghast at your presence.
I just kind of turn to Blood and the wolf is supposed to be here?
I mean,
The wolf might be able to jump that chasm. There's like some climbing tools on the floor near it.
also, the Water Fate talked about on that, so it still makes sense.
All the undead, however, see living creatures, and even a fresh salad.
Hey,
Salad, salad.
I'll have you know, salad is a very hurtful term to leshies.
Well, you should have thought of that before you mess with with Bones Malone.
Could I
Rattle
roll
them,
with
boys.
could I roll with athletics since I'm
Yes,
kind
since
of
you are
pushing
athletics.
forward?
You may roll athletics.
Nice.
I mean, the zombie shambler would like to share his condolences with you.
It was good that you rolled with athletics, so else you would have 2 or 3, I don't know.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Uh,
You hear a
Yep.
groaning.
Right. Oh, okay. So I changed initiative here to athletics.
Yeah, Blart hasn't rolled. Blart! I'll buy a Blart cake. Oh, Yosk is first. Yosk, what do you do? As you watch the door open and several skeletons get pushed back, and then they're like,
I guess the zombie shambler is kinda slow and barrels anyway, so
rattle
it's
them,
not
boys.
gonna be a threat. I think I'm gonna try to tanglefoot the skeleton dude.
As a footnote, you start to hear scratching from on the box that's standing on the grate beside you. Let's take a
Oh,
look.
no.
See, Tanglefoot,
Okay,
Tanglefoot,
that
Tanglefoot.
somehow didn't work. Why? Ah, I forgot the saving throw over. No,
You forgot the saving
No.
throw. How do you dare?
why isn't it
Let's see.
showing the critical success or success stuff I put in? That's
I
weird.
don't know. Let's take a look. See. I mean,
Okay,
if you don't,
success, the target takes -10 foot circumstance penalty to its speed,
you
so
have
1 round.
yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. Very strange, is it?
I mean, if maybe if
I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. Wait,
yeah.
I think I actually know what might be the cause of this. I think it's in the back.
That could actually
Show
be the
notes and
case, yes.
rolls, limit. No, it doesn't have any of that. Weird.
Maybe it has to do with the saving throw, but I don't know.
No, that doesn't usually affect that. Unless it's really that simplistically built, but they should know this.
Yeah,
Let's see.
that's
I'm
weird.
gonna set some basic saves on it and see if that helps. Nope.
No. I mean, the basic saving throw is the double damage thing, so maybe try the normal one.
Well. Oh well, I have it open here so I can see what it does. Okay, so you rolled a 17 against Mr. Skellerman, right?
Yes.
You hit the Skellerman. It's a 10-foot speed penalty. It's escape DC against your spell DC to remove this penalty. It's a skeleton. It's just slower for 1 round.
So you said that I had something out of the box.
No, boxes? Yeah, there's
In the
some clawing
crates.
coming from under this box. Like something
Mhm.
scratching against it. The animate skeleton of foul energies is now slowed down slightly as I look for the leggies. You've 1 action left. What do you do?
Could I investigate what that noise is that comes from the crate?
Well, you can move the box aside and take a look.
I actually think I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna raise my shield if something jumps out of the box.
Your shield is ready.
And then I'm done.
A zombie hears noise and the sounds of people talking. It then sees you and arms outstretched practically walks into your arms. Stillwater. Do
Hop
something
on
already.
top of the box.
Haha, you now have the height advantage.
And then I'm going to arrow the zombie in front.
Pew.
Just a regular old pew.
That is a very good pew, dealing a full 7 damage. As it hits and sticks within it. It is unclear why direct violence can destroy undead, for are they simply not glued together? Well, some might say that it's straining the glue of necrotic energies. That's 1 action. What do you do?
Well,
Well,
I
actually
hopped
2.
onto
You,
the
you jumped into the box. You took an attack.
Guess I'll shoot again.
Pew.
Q2.
Even that
See.
hits. After all, zombies are not good at defending themselves. They rely mostly on their naturally thick skin. Blart.
Well, I don't think these guys are going to be scared of my glare.
Undead are very difficult to discourage.
Yeah.
Small brains.
I mean, there's specific spells for it, but
So I'll just smack.
the undead falls before your might, crumpling into an unpleasant heap. You have 2 actions left.
Yes, I'll step. And from my last action, I guess I could raise my shield.
Marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. This. Oh, Oofsmith, get off of here. It's the skeleton guard's turn. It grabs its skull and hucks it at you, good sir.
God,
Actually, no,
skeletons
a
are
Blart,
great.
who's advantaging, makes a bit more sense. Blart, a skull comes flying at you.
Eh.
I
thing is,
didn't expect it,
it-
to have.
The thing is, it doesn't
Out
come with a jaw.
Frankie.
It doesn't come with a jaws attack, so I'll have to make one on the spot.
That bounces, molds, or even flies back.
God, I love skeletons so
The
much.
skeleton is blind on Hilfan. Oh, that's great.
The good news is that it still gets to demoralize everyone within 10 feet. It rolls once, and everyone is affected. Or not. I imagine everyone has a will DC higher than 4. No one here has -7 will saves, right?
No.
It doesn't scare you at all as it bounces off your raised shield. Clink!
My will is at 4, so yeah.
Skeleton has its shield up, though. It's ready to go. Asaru. That was honestly kind of silly that it boomerangs its skull.
You Is the skull somewhere nearby still?
I mean, it's somewhere in that trajectory on its turn, yes.
Time to
Hmm.
destroy the sky.
Initiative is weird.
Yeah. I. I. First action, I huck my torch at the zombie over here.
A huck.
Yep. Just throw it at him, I guess.
Shot.
That would be an improvised attack.
Wait, you're doing what?
I'm throwing my burning torch at the zombie.
That's rude, but go ahead.
So that's some kind of roll.
If you're a fighter, you're trained in it, I presume, because fighters are good at everything they fight with.
Yeah.
They fight. That's what they
I
do.
think they have something for improvising weapon, yes.
So I'm just gonna use my short bow attack as the attack roll.
As you
So
wish.
The same dexterity, proficiency. Well, that's 21 to hit with my
almost a crit.
torch.
It's almost a crit. Oh wait, no, not 21 damage. That's the attack roll, dummy dumb. He takes 4 damage from the fire that slams into him. And since this particular one is a bit dry and crispy, it starts to slowly catch fire as well. Taking 1d4 persistent fire damage as a result of its crispy flesh.
Alright. Then I take a.
burn token.
Oh.
Even better. This is glorious.
Then I take a step forward and try to smash the skull that I.
What a brilliant plan. This is a difficult attack since the skull is a rather small target and quite mobile, but you might just be able to do it.
Yep. Ooh.
That's
Oh
gonna do it.
boy.
That's gonna do it. You hit the skull. The skeleton's... Well, actually, I'm gonna say that just destroys the skeleton as well. Skeletons don't have a lot of hit points. They're very reliant on being resistant to things, but that shatters the skull and the skeleton, I'd say. As you shatter it, the rest of the bones sort of tumble over.
Maybe throwing your only weakness at your enemy wasn't the right idea.
I mean, this he had like huge bonuses on his AC as a result of the skull flying, but hey, if you do it, you do it. If you're successful in life, why be glamorous about it?
Yeah.
However, there's another skeleton around the corner.
Oh no.
What is he going to do with his life? I don't know. I don't know what he wants to do in his life. He would have preferred that you guys were frightened. He takes out a little short bow and is going to plink at the guy who shatters a skull in midair. You look the most dangerous to a skeleton.
Yep. Okay, so well the first one hits. So
And so arrows are exchanged.
ah,
This zombie shambler is on fire. At the end of his round, he'll take 1d4 damage and gets to make a flat DC 15 check to see if the fire ends. If it's out of the fire, which it will, it sort of tumbles over the boxes. Well, actually, it's going to use this ability it has, Sickening Decay. As it steps forward, you watch it sort of it melts under the fire in a way that is greatly unsettling. DC 18 fort or will save. Either your stomach is strong or your mind is stronger. Or you become sickened.
ugh.
Oh no.
Now, I want to tell you this because it's fun for me. But sickened is bad. Oh no, you're sickened too.
Oh no.
Wait, how do hero points work?
You can re-roll. Although, for using 2.0, you can also use it for a +4 or +2, depending if you do it before or after.
I use it for, let's say, +2 then, to get an 18.
You manage to keep your stomach straight.
Mm. That ain't right.
You know what? Sometimes things ain't right. Now, Sickened is fun, because Sickened, I think, also targets your AC. No, it checks on DCs, not AC. Okay. Well, either way, you're gonna need to... over that. It's only for a little while, though. until you move away. However, once it moved in, it's taken a step, and it still gets to do something. It would like to go ahead and grab that boy that isn't sickened. It, though you hold your stomach, it takes a minute of your brain, just long enough for its long hands to grab you. Now, be glad there
I've
aren't
been
two zombies, because if there's two zombies, that's when they get nasty.
Twice as bad.
Yeah,
I've
they have a stronger, more accurate melee attack, but only if you're grappled. That's why zombies are scary.
I'm being hugged by a decaying, burning zombie.
Yes, thank you for
Sounds
reminding
like
me that he's on
Half-Life to
fire.
me.
Let's see how much the fire does to him. 2. And then we roll to see if he makes the check. He does. He stops burning. So at the very least, you're not being hugged by a still burning zombie. That would have been bad.
Yeah, I guess he's too choosy to remain on fire.
He's not flaming though. Yoshk.
The stench is horrible.
Your friend is being exposed to a terrible scent and sight.
Mm-hmm.
And also is one bite away from death.
Well, it didn't do that Jaws attack, by the way.
Oh, he didn't do that?
No. Yeah, zombies only have 2 actions on their turn, because they're always slowed, because they're zombies. But that was just like, this is why it's bad if there are multiple zombies. Also, it can't do that on creatures it has grappled. It needs to be another person who grappled it.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast.
It adds some
heal.
dynamicism to the character.
I'm gonna cast heal as a 3-action spell. So I disperse the positive energy in a 30-foot emanation. So
Ooh.
all living creatures get 1d8 hit points, and all on that get that much damage.
You spend your
Sounds
whole
fun.
turn channeling a powerful blast of energy. Heal is fun. And it's back to necromancy as it should be.
So I rolled 7.
Okay, you rolled 7. That could destroy a skeleton if it doesn't make the saving throw. The zombie, however, would gladly make it. He still takes half since it's basic. And it's weak to it, so it oh no, wait, it might destroy the skeleton unless he critical succeeds, since they are weakness 5. I think that applies after the saving throw reduction, so I need to look that up, but I think it's after. So 5 plus 3 is 8. Oh, no, wait, that's plus 8, so minus 16. It singes and crispers. It's weird. Imagine a smoky shadow being pushed out of a body, like an exorcism. That's kind of what you get when you blast something with positive energy.
Okay.
The skeleton doesn't have a good saving throw. It is incinerated and destroyed. It takes how much damage does it take in total? I think the skeletons have like 4 hit points. They're pretty brittle. Their power is that they're resistant to most forms of damage in some fashion. Okay, it's not resistant to. Okay, just whoosh away out of here. It is incinerated by the divine blessings and falls to the ground. Sanctified bones. There's a Shambler
I
here,
like to use
but he's
that,
gone
it's fine.
now. Blart. Oh wait, excuse me. Stillwater. Your friend is being grappled and grabbed, restrained, and soon bitten,
No,
or worse.
get off of friend. You.
Actually, I think I'm just gonna make it
Oh
like
boy.
anyone that's grabbed. That is a funner way to do it. Alright. Shoot the zombie. With great bravado, you hit him exactly to 0, which is all you need for undead. Okay, you feel its hands tighten around your neck, and then suddenly an arrow, and the hands stay. It's a zombie. But the rest of the body sort of slumps to the ground. Additionally, Yorsk, your massive blast of energy seems to have caused the scratching on the bottom of the crate to stop. After all, I think it's an
Oh.
emanation, so it goes around corners and stuff.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's an emanation. It goes around corners. So yes, whatever was under there seems to not like that enough that it's gone now. Or maybe
it was
it's
for the
hiding.
zombie hands.
Maybe. Maybe. Well, it's quiet now. You seem to have unlocked some sort of storage room. It's filled to the brim with barrels.
Wow.
Pry the hands off of me.
Ugh. You should get a manicure.
Yes.
And maybe like some skincare. Ugh.
I need to swim after this. Yep. Grab my torch. a very hardy torch.
Your ears. You think you might hear some talking up ahead from this tunnel?
Can't do that. Neither can big wolves.
Well, depends on the. Actually, can what was it? Walk or walk?
Wargs. Can wargs talk? Is a great question. Would you like to recall some
Can
knowledge?
open doors.
Yeah, that's probably nature.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
cultismus,
beasts.
I know.
So,
they're beasts. Okay.
wargs. I think no, it's bargists that organize goblins. Wargs
Yeah.
are actually intelligent enough. They're not a bit dumber than people, but not that stupid. They speak Goblin, Orcish, and Common. Some just work as guard dogs or they get bossed around. Some just straight up act like Fae, tricking people and deceiving them.
Yeah.
They are,
Yeah.
however, ultimately evil.
Mm.
Also, they eat small things, so be careful, Stillwater.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't think
Also,
we have
just for
acquired a
context,
taste for
fighting
stealth, so we should be fine.
fighting a warg is a tough fight for you guys, so be careful if it has friends.
Oh, what did you say, Josh?
I think the Vogue doesn't have acquired a taste for salad yet, so Stillwater should be fine.
I don't know. Dogs sometimes eat grass.
I thought that was
Oh,
the
no.
goblin vomit.
Yeah. So
Stillwater, it eats you just to throw you back up again.
So
It's
if,
just rude.
so if the walk is over there, we could probably make a 3 rounds check before we go in. Also, we should maybe wait off until Blood's stomach is fine again. Or we could check out the chasm. Or we could check out what was in the crate. Let me check that.
The crate itself seems to just be filled with rocks. However, moving it reveals indeed a grate.
Right.
Okay.
In that grate are 2 sets of dismembered hands that are all curled up like spiders do, you know.
Hmm.
There also seems to be some ooh. Each of the hands has like a nice ring on it.
Maybe
Free
yes.
rings.
Maybe Stillwater can get
Take some
those.
bling
I don't
bling
know.
from a ring.
I don't think I'm that small that I can fit between the things of a grate.
You would have the dexterity to maybe.
I mean, the grate doesn't go down that far. It's like just a passage that goes to the chasm.
Maybe you have some tool to grab it. I don't know. I only have a javelin.
It's not that deep.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You can just
You
reach
can probably
down.
just.
Oh, no,
like,
let's grab those hands. They seem to be.
It's not a 3-foot wide vent people can walk in.
Ah,
You
sorry,
reach
I watched
down
too much Half-Life on
and take the
these,
hands out and pluck the rings off. You think each ring is like worth 6 gold pieces, maybe? They're quite valuable looking. Nice little gold rings.
Can I check with detect magic if they are magical?
They don't seem to ping.
Okay.
nice rings.
Yeah.
I need to-
Okay, some wings, fine.
I need to write up these undead.
So what is over there?
Don't know why. What did you say? Good sirs, good madams?
The chasm is quite big.
You could probably jump.
Big.
And what do the sounds? Well, the voices coming from up ahead sound like?
Ah,
Do they
yes.
sound?
What an amazing
sound-
question.
Do they sound workish? Like a wolf
Bark.
speaking?
Like a wolf speaking goblin or something.
No, I'm thinking it sounds like Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo Doo.
No.
Ah,
Hello,
you
Raggy.
raggy. I'm running you ragged, Raggy.
Snacks.
Hello, adventurers.
Oh my goodness. I think. I don't know for certain, but I think I want to No, no. Anyway, the voices up ahead do not sound like dogs. They sound like people.
Hmm.
Hopefully the
It-
good kind of
Well, they're in a zombie haunted thing. Hmm. Could be necromancers.
Hmm.
Well, if you can provide some amount of light, I can probably sneak down the hallway and check what they're up to.
Like, hmm.
I could also scout in like pest form.
Probably notice if we bring light up there.
Probably have some sort of light source. We just can't see it from here. So I doubt they're just kind of hanging out in the
I
dark.
think you can set a hooded lantern to show a lot less light, right?
Yeah.
Probably still enough to be
Chapter.
visible.
I think you can like
Kind of
close the shutter so that it's only like 5 foot of low light, which is enough to navigate and not going to catch anyone's eye. So,
spotlight.
not to mention they sound busy. So,
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, I can try that. If you let me borrow the lantern.
Yeah, alright.
Scouting party away.
excuse me, Stillwater. I'm about to give you a little light source.
Little candle.
Yeah, tiny
Boop.
glowy.
Tiny glow, baby glow.
I'm now
Hey,
imagining you
excuse
having a
me.
little candle on your head. This is my light.
Just set this
I'm
candle
not
to
gonna
appropriate.
share it.
5 foot light. There you go. Go ahead, baby. Scout ahead.
Maybe time.
If you click and drag, you can select both at once. You slowly
Yeah.
scoot on ahead.
Good.
Can you roll me some stealth?
Right.
Move right on along, good sir. The narrow passage remains nice and narrow.
Hmm.
Right up.
Up ahead, you hear the sounds getting louder. You also notice light. And the air seems to get fresher. Wait. This is visible, right? I did not accidentally put on a fucking portcullis. No, I didn't. I'm smart. I was worried for a
No.
moment. You see a T section, a cross section up ahead. One side has been dug out, and the other side just seems to be the natural path of things.
How can you be smart if your nickname in Discord is Big Dummy?
Hell yeah.
Truth.
The truth has been spoken.
Now, despite you not eliminating it yet, there seems to be a portcullis between you, or some sort of rail network of metal between you and the fresh air.
Oh. Oh, I see.
It has a big fat lock on it. Additionally, you hear like weak groaning from just a bit ahead. And as that groaning picks up, you hear like a voice down below going like, "They're getting active again?" Nah, it's just undead.
Well, you know what I do with big locks. I bust them. Like a ghost. Except badly.
This
Because
is
I can't roll
this is an
shit.
extremely tough lock. This is a very finely made lock. Unlike the goblin chest, this lock offers some significant resistance, and you break a set of lockpicks as you try to unravel it.
Oh, okay. I know my limitations. I guess I'll come back.
Oh,
There's a big gate in the way that I can't get through.
What is behind the gate?
Some light, fresh air, groaning, and some people saying they're getting active again. Nah, I don't think so.
Doesn't sound like our target then.
well, guess we can exit that way if we get the door open.
Yeah, I'd say we need to find some kind of key to get through there.
Hmm. And we still have a work to hunt down.
Yeah. So I suppose we should check out the chasm.
Yeah.
Chasm, or as people sometimes like to call it, the big hole, awaits you. It's about 15 feet across. There's some ledges going off to that side, giving you a bit of a shorter jump that's only like 10 or so feet, but it requires you to settle along the ledges first. Now, in case you don't know how jumping works, allow me to elucidate how long jumps works. You can long jump. Here we go. The long jump. The DC is equal to the total distance in feet you are attempting to jump during your leap. So it's DC 15 to leap, 50 feet. You can't leap further than your speed, though. If you don't stride at least 10 feet, or you jump in a different direction than your stride, you automatically fail the check. Unless you're really good at your job.
And I guess you also need some kind of, what's it called again? Ulaf, Anlauf, I forgot how it's called.
Running
there
start?
we go. Yeah, running start, exactly.
Yeah, it just says that you need to stride at least 10 feet before you do it.
Okay.
Which is included in the 2 actions needed to do it.
Awesome.
Well, 20 feet is...
It's more like 15 or so feet. It's not perfectly straight.
Yeah. So,
Not afraid of falling, but I don't know if I can make that jump.
okay. Yeah, that seems doable. I take that 10 feet running start and
Roll me that
jump
athletics,
board.
my boy.
Yep.
Now is not the time to fail.
Yes.
Ooh. With your final foot, you put all your hope and all your eggs in one basket and land on the other side. Ugh.
Good job.
Oh. I throw a rope back.
There are some batons and rope here, so you could just set up a rope people could clamber across if you wish.
Yeah.
Alright, you spend a bit of time setting up your little situation. At a certain point, however, you hear a sudden crackling in the air, and then there's loud cursing coming from that hallway. Oh yeah, Bart, allow me to reset your lantern to be the appropriate light. 30 low light and 30 bright light. Also, you're no longer sick.
Nice.
Allow me to set that one off too. You no longer have a sick tummy.
Second, I forgot the zombies and everything were there, and I was like, "Oh God, they're upon us."
No, they're all. I mean, to be fair, if you walk into a room, there's a whole bunch of corpses. It's unsettling, regardless of that or whatever they're animated. Anyway, a rope bridge has been constructed. As in, literally, some pythons are holding a rope up.
Yeah.
You can hang from it and climb
Paddle
across.
away across.
As long as you're not encumbered, it's easy enough to do. You are, after all, adventurers or militia, technically speaking.
Get a load of that dog.
There's a dog sitting on an altar in front of a crackling fireplace by the sounds of it. The room itself appears to be a place of worship at some point, but it has fallen into decay and seems to have seen some harsh times.
Get a load of that dog.
Get a load of that dog.
A freaking beard?
Actually, let me check the artwork. Yes, it does have a little goatee, a little beard.
Nice.
That's not the monster, though.
Yeah, that's not the walk.
It sits atop of a desk altar thing with like its paws crossed. It sits nice and cozy. Does anyone here think they might be able to know what this is once they get across?
No, dang thing.
Let's see. This
Nature?
particular. It's nature, yes.
Well, let's see if we can identify this particle.
DC is 18, so to figure out the basics. Nope.
It's a dog.
With a beard.
Weird dog.
marvelous.
Let me check. Not even better.
Listen, kids, you
Damn, I
just have
saw
to.
something in my life. I don't know of features of nature. I not do it.
Well, it's
Never seen a dog in your dang life before.
it's not a walk, so
Blart sees a ledge in the distance of the chasm.
Ooh.
Oh well.
Can't
The
fly.
dog speaks only Sylvan and Druidic.
Oh, I speak Sylvan.
I speak Druidic.
Well, if you speak Sylvan, it will speak to you in Sylvan,
Hi,
And-
Mr. Dog.
and it will greet you in a wise old voice. Welcome, small plant of nature.
I
Hello.
speak for the trees.
It seems someone has come to take action. It is dire times indeed already, but perhaps you can alleviate things a bit.
Doing my best.
I'm certain you are. Up ahead are the two wargs. They're quite aggressive and angry, following excavation attempts of less scrupulent people.
oh,
Probably explains both the goblins and the other people we had.
Yes, this place has long since held one of the remnants of evil from the last great war.
Oh no.
Someone of ill intent seeks to release that evil and restart what was once, long ago, a frequent occurrence. I need to look up
Oh,
the specific details as to how I call it. There you go. The placement of the God of Darkness is what it would refer to. Big ol' war.
wow.
Yes. You should be careful. There are many locks in this place, but also many keys. As are there a few undead, but they should be no problem for capable individuals. The real problem are the people at the end of the hallway.
We kind of came here in search of those wargs, so... Well, a warg. I didn't know there were two.
There are two indeed, and they are quite dangerous, especially when there's more than one of them. You could try to avoid them best you can. They are simply scouring for something to bully, for the noise of their unwanted neighbours as... Well, let's just say that if they were to go away, they would probably calm down as well. There's no need to kill them.
Well,
Cabbage and Dog. That sounds like a cartoon show from the 90s. Cabbage and Dog.
Now I have to think of chicken and cow.
The dog stretches out. Unless you have questions, I have places to be, and this was a nice nap.
Then it blinks
relay the
away.
information to everyone else. Sorry.
oh. You can talk to this thing?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He speaks nature. I also speak nature.
Right. Um. Okay, so the walks have been annoyed by the mining, apparently. Um,
So we can either deal with the miners, who I think were the people up to the north, or just do the job we were told to come here to do.
Or both.
Or both. We're feeling overachievers.
well,
Well,
the walk is probably going to be a
By the way,
danger anyway.
Did somebody saw blood?
And there was also this thing about the God of Darkness.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
no,
Mm,
that was just like for context. Like, there's some evil dude from that era of bad dudes that they put in here. Some
Ancient evil.
yes, that doesn't necessarily mean it's the
Aku.
most powerful evil in the world.
It's clearly Aku.
To be fair, I don't know what he sounds like in English, so
maybe we need to stop that as well. That doesn't sound good.
the dog stretches out. Unless you have any further questions, he'll dimension door out of here, as blink dogs are wont to do.
Hence the blink.
Well, unless it wants to help us.
It kind of seems like he wants to do his own thing.
Well, the blink dog is definitely one to help. It's not one to foolishly jump into things.
Hmm.
Additionally, it wouldn't feel good about attacking the wargs and the bad guys, you know. You know.
Lazy dog.
Hey,
Well,
you can be lawful good and you can still be lazy.
Yes,
the
of
dog
course.
jumps over the dimensional barrier.
You enter into this fascinating room.
Hmm.
It is indeed an altar room. The fireplace crisps quietly. A big fancy chair sits in front of the altar, upon which sits an old prayer book.
Generic old kind of prayer book. It's like, hey, Jesus
It seems
is
to be
pretty great.
dedicated to the god of forging and walls.
Disgusting.
That explains all the walls.
Yes.
However, your ears catch a particular sound of something walking down. Curious. Eventually, against the flickering of the orange light of fire, a decaying creature pushes up against this wall, against the door, its arms reaching through as it growls and snarls and sees tasty treats. For now, however, the door seems to stop him.
More zombies.
Should we just dispose him of him for range?
Unspeakable
Was it-
evil intensifies.
Clearly
And it's
after
get a
some
load of that
damage.
dog. Yes.
Get all that dog.
My favorites. Well, the zombie is here. There seems to be a light coming from his room. A small shimmering light. I don't know if this saved, and I hope it did. Okay, cool. It didn't. It didn't save. How fantastic.
Should we dispose of the zombie first?
I mean, what are we gonna do? Not stop it?
It's trying its best to tear this door down, and it's capable at it. So either
I mean,
you.
we could wait and let it deal with the door for us.
So that's how you want to do this? You want to ready everyone readies actions until it busts through? This zombie looks different
Yeah.
from the others, by the way. He looks a bit tougher, a bit stronger.
I'm just gonna throw a flame at him.
Yeah, we can pelt it with attacks while it's doing it.
Also, just the thing. Don't forget, just in case it comes up in the future, monster infighting is one hell of a drug. Not everyone's going to team up on the heroes just because they're there. Anyway,
Yeah.
point is, let's roll some initiative. This thing will be rolling athletics since it's trying to bust this bloody door down. I like that the basics are perception, stealth, deception, and diplomacy as like default initiative buttons. How nice. Cool, my initiative
Makes sense to me.
box broke again. It does that a lot. It just doesn't want to work. It's not a shambler. This guy's a brute. Well, I mean, Stillwater, yes, you can technically hide. It probably will just focus attention on other people. You can have that going for you. You can also hide behind the pillars. But sure, whatever. Wherever you want to be. All right, at a
We'll
certain
just hide
point,
in the entryway.
after an amount of time, it will bust that door down, and combat immediately starts. It spends its first turn, well, actually both turns, wretcheding that door off. After which, it looks at you with great desire to consume.
Oh, somebody's angry.
Blart. Blart, do something.
Yeah.
Don't forget, slashing weapons are really effective against zombies.
Well,
Everyone knows that. Cut them into pieces. They need to feel the pain. Marvelous. Alright, you start beating them up, presumably. Unless you want to do something fancy. Like trip him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Sexalicious. It's difficult, though. This guy is strong and capable. And not as clumsy. Well, actually, he's still clumsy. It's minus 3 dex. He's clumsy. But it's his weight that you need to shift. Show me the athletics check. Doesn't do it. He has 20. He has plus 10 as a fort, so... Oh, no, wait. I think tripping is reflex. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's great.
Excuse me. In that case, the DC is only 13, so he falls on his butt.
Excuse you.
The creature, as he stumbles through the door, gets a flail or a hand. You throw something between his legs that causes him to flip over and fall prone.
Prank.
You pranked him!
You just got pranked, bro.
This one's going in my cringe compilation.
He's like out here, I'd say. Since
Nice.
he stumbled through. You have one action left.
Just one?
Yeah. You moved in. You tripped him.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh my god, I can't believe that cat tripped that girl! What a rude cat!
Hey, if it works.
I'm a professional fence strength tester. Wow, this fence is very strong! I like that he defeats a skeleton with a chair. They are weak to bludgeoning.
Yeah.
I mean, while I admire your dedication to the cause, that is not enough.
I imagine that skeleton makes the noise of like a bowling ball hitting a whole bunch of pins.
Yorshk.
The skittling sound.
It could not be easier.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a flame at him. This time it should work. Yes.
He
there we
has
go.
prones. Oh. You only needed a 13, but I guess that's too much to ask on this Sunday, Saturday, Dadder Day.
Bad.
Remember that he is flat-footed as a result of being prone.
Yeah, I know. His normal armor class is 15,
Okay.
so it's 13, so it's still not enough. Yours, you have one
Since
action left. What do you do?
Since that clearly worked, I'm gonna try to intimidate him.
Marvelous. Even if undead could be intimidated, which they can't,
I'm
it
just
wouldn't have done
angry
it.
at myself. I'm intimidating myself. There we go.
Stillwater. He looks like he's about to get up and start beating butt. Hopefully he won't.
Well, I'm gonna be at disadvantage if I hit him when he's laying down. So.
Well, I think that's only if they take cover. Nowadays, if you're prone by default, it doesn't automatically give you that bonus.
Okay. Well, in that case, then I'll give him the shooty.
Actually, allow me to read for you why. You're lying on the ground. You're flat-footed and take a -2 attack penalty to attack rolls. The only moves you can make are crawl and stand. Standing up into the prone condition. Sure. You can take cover while prone to hunker down and gain cover against ranged attacks, even if you don't have object to get behind. You remain flat-footed, so it's not great, but it's better than nothing. It's basically like a free shield. Anyway, you shoot at him. Since he's prone and he's not taking cover, that does actually hit him for 5. Oh wait, he's flat-footed, so you do get your precision damage. Excuse me.
Yeah.
He's not immune to that, actually. You have a couple more actions left. You are also revealed as a result of shooting him. He knows where you are, so
If he's still prone, then he's still flat-footed. So.
you can
Still
keep
get
shooting all you
precision.
want. Yes.
Start blasting.
Sure. Just bully this man. It's another hit.
And then I'll just take cover.
You can hide if you want. Make a stealth
Yeah,
check.
hide.
Take a stealth check. Let's see if his DC can see you. Only to make 4. Wow. He super has no clue where you are. He might have even forgotten that you exist at all.
Big sneaky.
After all, the tasty treats are right here. You're over there, and he's over here.
Also, he fell on his face, so of course he didn't solve anything.
Asaru.
Time to bully a zombie.
I dropped the torch
Yeah.
and just take a good two-handed grip on my sword and get hacking.
That is
There we go.
a critical, so that's 34 damage
Hmm.
because of the weakness to slashing. Misses.
Yeah.
The zombie brute is tattered and shredded from these powerful, mighty attacks, but despite everything, it is a tough nugget. It is much meat. It is big muscle. It gets up. Trigger an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I forgot we have 2 fighters. You quickly try to stop it before it can hit you, and that does him in.
Donk.
The 2 of you bunk him on the head simultaneously. Which is good enough
Hey, now,
because
damn
this guy has big muscle.
Cut in half and crush the skull in.
He is big, strong.
Oof.
That's minimal. Maximum is 17. He big hurts. Oh well, he's gone now. He's destroyed. His undead nature has been disseminated. And hey, the door is open. Smart thinking on your team. Smart thinking.
Yep.
A lot.
Aha.
Going in deeper.
Dog did say there are many keys, one of which is a zombie.
Maybe.
Oh. Does the zombie have anything on it?
Let's
keys?
see. It's mostly wearing some very strange, tattered ceremonial robes. Checking its pockets real fast. Let's see if there's anything in there. It's worth having. It has a strange glowing opal in its pocket.
Ooh.
Faintly glows. You can identify it as a mesmerizing opal, because I don't like putting this behind checks. Actually, it's not fun. It's not fun when it's like a horde. When it's one thing, it's great, but it doesn't feel as nice when it's like, oh, what does this do? Anyway, I'll tell you what a mesmerizing opal does. It's a level 2 item. It's worth a bit of money. Ooh, when you activate it, if the outcome of your triggering deception check is a critical failure, you can fail instead. And if the outcome is success, you can gain a critical success instead. The mesmerizing opal enhances one's deceptive abilities, but only once. It is affixed to armor, and when you attempt a deception check to feint, but you haven't rolled yet. So if you ever want to feint, put this on your armor.
Okay.
It'll dazzle and wow him. Beyond him seems to be some sort of small office. I can't believe Yoshi's beating the shit out of me. What?
Ja, bong. He bonks you.
You enter into a small office. The place smells terrible, as if that zombie has been here since forever. Upon the desk over here lays a small key. From under the bed comes an unnatural glow.
Alright. Grab the small key.
You obtained a small key. It looks like it could open many places. Oh, apparently I did the walls wrong like an idiot.
Wow.
There's a door here.
What a dummy.
Big dummy.
Hey, Stillwater. There's something glowing under the bed. Can you see it?
Eek.
There's a gem like all the way in the back. And it
Oh.
glows brightly.
Shiny.
Get her under the bed.
Shiny, shiny.
I'm a grab. Grabby, grabby.
Your hands firmly grasp. Grasp.
Grasp.
Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to turn you around.
What? Penny.
Ooh.
This powerful item contains potent...
Chaos Emerald.
It feels hot to the touch.
Icy rock.
Nature guy, you can make a nature check if you want to figure out what this does. This powerful gem contains a single casting of fire shield that anyone can unleash with 2 actions.
Ooh, cool.
Although it's a slightly weaker version, it only has 1d6 instead of 2d6. But hey, resistance to cold and cool flame.
It works once, I guess.
Thanks.
And just the once. Once you use it, the gem it's still a nice gem. It'll still be, you can still sell it as a gem, but
I suppose Stillwater doesn't want it.
I don't want to be on fire. That sounds
Mm.
scary.
Those are ghostly flames, but
Sounds scary. Ghosts are
That's even-
scarier.
That's even scarier.
I hate gems. They're so spooky.
Ah. Ah.
Ah,
Yeah, probably one of the fighters wanted, so yeah. Go ahead.
how very You have found a key. You found a gem.
There's still a chest.
There is a chest.
Yeah.
Go Stillwater.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why are gems under rules?
I'm good at doing things.
You're good at doing things. Everyone's good at doing things. You take a look at the chest. It doesn't have a lock. It has a latch, but not a lock.
Oh,
As always. Gotta give it the check. Gwent.
There's like a tiny prickly bit, like right where the latch is. On like the backside of the latch. So,
Like open up with my dagger, I guess.
good idea. You flick the latch open, just this is really awkward because daggers are not made for opening chests. And don't have a good grip on things. But awkwardly doing so, you open a chest and find, well, the top layer is mostly some robes and clothes and stuff. Maybe there's more under.
Look through it.
You watch your itty bitty baby boy take a peek through. Whatever shall he find? Whatever shall he find? Which is me.
Things.
Okay, I don't get this. I don't get this at all. I say I want to generate literally anything on this list that isn't just money. And it's like, no, I don't have anything like that. There are no items that are non-consumable. Those don't exist. And I just sigh. They do. You just don't want to show me. Anyway, at the bottom you find a set of armor. It seems to be a selection of, it's like half plate, essentially. Worth a bit of money. You'd say.
I'll
Yeah, half
Probably
plate
they
might
must
be.
be carrying around though.
There's also a small pouch which contains a couple of goldeny coins.
Golden E. Golden adjacent.
About as gold adjacent as you can get. It's only like 8 coins, but hey, 8 gold coins is worth a bit of money.
Something.
The pouch just it feels disappointingly light at first, and then you're like, oh, it's actually a bit. Disappointment always takes over the rest. I'm not gonna bother with 6 detailing. I got a table.
Who's the blade mail built for? Like,
Medium size. It doesn't have a tail hole, but you can easily sort of just work that plate out of the way so it fits.
Hey, blood. There's some
Yeah,
help plate if you want it.
great. We'll just change right here.
Oh, you're not modest.
I mean, you can sit in that room mostly by himself. There's enough space to be private. As you
Put
sit
up the
around,
bed cheap. Privacy curtain.
you briefly hear some claws scratching at the door, and then it goes back away.
Probably more zombies.
It sounded that was very low on the door, so either zombies without legs or something else.
A small zombie.
Baby, no!
Halfling zombie.
Poor itty bitty baby.
Goblin zombie.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Well, you have the key to this door, it seems.
Oh. I'll wait for plot to get changed.
That won't. No, yeah. Okay, you wait for blood to get changed. And then you slowly open the door. Doors, 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 doors. Get your doors here. Get your doors here.
Plus plus.
Ahead of you stretches a long hallway with more doors. Off in the distance, you hear the pitter-pattering of paws.
Huh? I think I hear a dog. Or wolf.
A woof.
A woo.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was so cute. Off in the distance, you just catch a warg go out of sight.
Enemy spotted.
Marvelous. There's a door here. There's a door here. Behind this door comes a lot of talky-talk noises. And there's a door here, which doesn't have a lock, it just has a handle.
God,
Oh my god, I love the littlest awus.
Talkie talks.
I love the littlest awus. You have the key to this door as well, good sir. That zombie brute had the master key of the place. I'm just gonna tell you.
I mean, I just wanted to check out if I could hear what they were saying.
You take a very close little listen. How long do you wait? Like how much information you want to gather is just like the basics.
It's the basics.
There's at least 2 people. No, 3. 2 people seem to be arguing magic stuff, and one of them sounds very impatient. And is like tapping their foot.
Ooh.
In fact, the one who's impatient sounds very, very rude. You know, they got that tone of someone who's just gonna cuss all over you whenever you do something wrong.
So a manager.
More deadly than a manager, presumably.
Oh. Say that's our mining team.
Alright.
They sound very
Mining team.
unsuccessful.
Should we deal with them first? Oh, right. We could just unlock the door. In which case, the walk here will probably want to seek them out.
Ooh.
Oh, blood is multiplying.
Blart, what are you doing? I need to go to the bathroom
There's
first.
some stuff going on over there.
Why are the 2 bloods? What?
Well, what
I don't see my previous token, so. Where is it?
Got a square around it.
Okay, there.
Roll 20 being glitchy. Perish the thought.
That's one of the things with Foundry. We could upload much bigger, higher resolution maps into it without it getting choked.
Kind of want to see what these guys are up to.
So, okay, now I'm thinking the scratching I heard earlier was the walk going about business here. Okay, how about we unlock the door, then I do a well, dog whistle. Whistle for the dog. What else would you call that? Just kind of whistle. Try to attract the walk back here. That might offend it. Oh well. Then it will go after the miners and.
Oh no, the littlest awoo.
Tiny owl.
It's so baby. How does it do that? Oh wait. I must show you the saddest awoo. Alright, so what's the plan with the door? It's baby.
Well, my suggestion is to unlock the door, try to call the walk back, and let nature take its course on the miners.
So,
I mean, we don't exactly know they're the miners.
Other people probably
So-
mining.
there's a slight hiccup with your plan. The door's locked before you opened it. The warg lives here. If your brain
Yes.
can connect the dots.
Well, somebody locked the door and it can't open it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have the key.
Yeah, but, you know. How would you get
And
the
that-
warg to try and open the door? It knows it's locked. Remember that knowledge is purely relative.
We shout the doors open.
That
That is a-
sounds stupid.
That is a
Yeah,
great
and
way to
then
get
the
everyone's
people-
attention.
Yeah, then the people inside know.
Hmm.
I say we just bust in and take care of them the old-fashioned way.
Now, no, never mind. That's
See.
stupid.
We could paint a sign.
Did you bring paint?
Door open. Smiley face.
A smiley face! Come on in, tasty treats.
Free food.
Open, not that inside.
I mean, that's
Oh.
also implying the dog can read.
Oh, I do have chalk.
Ooh, alright. Can I still get a stealth check for that door, though? Unlocking it might get their attention. They're pretty busy. So it's unlikely to happen, but it might. And as we all know, D&D is all about the potentials.
Doesn't have to be writing, just
Oh,
a picture
boy.
crap.
Okay.
Open door and an arrow.
The
Biggest of sneakies.
the littlest key twisting. Records are set. All right then, marvelous. You know what? Because this plan is going to succeed, at least partially. I'm going to give you all a hero point for being so smart and thinking of such a great plan.
Yay.
Yeah, I did nothing.
Hey. Smart plan earns you an extra 30 points and a hero point. There you go. You had 400 hip experience points already. Look at you guys go. Rocket space. Anyway, so you put some chalk on. You have the door unlocked. What is your next step?
Go and hide here. Because the
Okay.
walk might still be pissed off.
Marvelous.
And yeah, just draw a few arrows on the floor pointing this way and an open door. This isn't suspicious
Could
at
go
all.
wrong. Either the warg dies or the miners do.
Eventually, the sound of pitter patter gets close again. And you hear a. And they scratch at the door. You hear muttered voices, bumbling voices. Then the opening of a door. Which is to say that now some combat happens. Clash, kloosh, swish, whoosh. People fighting people. People jumping around in a panic. Oh no! My me! Oh no! You're you! All right.
Alright.
All right. I'm just gonna roll some attack rolls to see what actually becomes of this context situation. What do you do as the sound takes place? What is your cutoff point for we should probably get in there?
Stops.
Oh God,
Sure.
this poor guy.
Ooh. Well, we cool. Just once we hear the fighting start, we could just jump in there, lock the door again.
All right. You decide to lock the door. You bunch of jerks. Successfully locking the door has resulted in the fact that the works cannot flee. Aren't you just mean? Aren't you just kind of evil? just a little
No.
evil.
I mean, our job was
There's
deal
one
with
slight
the
problem.
logs.
Oh wait, no, the wargs are way too focused. Those guys might notice you, but they can't just tell the wargs, "Oh, look behind you, the cops are there." Ooh, that's not how that works.
There goes.
However, the lady in the center of the circle will definitely notice you and start shouting at, "Get this thing off of me! Get rid of the circle!" Great Club man goes, "Great Club swing." Puppo dodges. Wow. There's a lot of fighting going on. What you can, from best you can tell, since unless you have like magic training, you think you can employ in this context, even if it's nature or like a religion. Point is, a whole bunch of shit goes down, and the magic circle snaps. The lady at the center gets very angry, and you hear that loud complaining voice just get louder and louder, like, "Ah, God, get out of here already, stupid animals!" And some shake goes, "Oh, I'll animate the statue. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I swear."
So, click.
One guy is like, "Oh man, I didn't sign up for this. I signed up for digging a hole and getting my money."
Bye bye, Grateful One.
The large lady will step forward as you close the door and don't get much more. You do get the sounds of battle though, like whoosh, wow. The loud,
Battling,
great
battling.
crackling thunder of a wolf getting cut clean in half in one swing.
Oh boy, that's a slash.
And then a bunch of cowards start scampering out of here.
Oh.
God, we're not leaving without Steve. He's like, sure, sure, you can stay and fight Steve. I'll stay over here and just shoot my crossbow. Actually, no, he doesn't have a crossbow. He has alchemist tools. God, I have to look those up now. Thanks, video game, for not just having the attacks written out for me. I'm so lazy. Let's see. He has something that makes sense for this context. It's probably like a fire weapon. He has. Why does he not have alchemist fire? Why is this guy like, "I'm special. I've got bottled lightning"? Ugh. I mean, I know the bottled lightning makes them flat-footed, but come on, man. Anyway, the creature's flat-footed. A bunch of stuff happens. Is the war chaotic? Otherwise, this guy can't even use divine. He can't use divine lance in this context. What a sad man.
He wasn't prepared for a dog.
Dog takes a little bit of an ow ow ow. Dog goes back, barking, rawr, violence.
Bop, bop.
They start arguing over how did this happen? How did this happen? And then they're like, no! As a guy eats shit. Then there's clank, 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 clank. Actually, I did close the door, didn't I? I didn't close the door. Well, you're not supposed to see this. This is not for your eyes.
Oh no!
You closed the door. You closed the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is the fish, as they say. Some metallic armors run in. You hear clank, 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 clank. Then shoo, wow, wow. Fancy words and stuff.
Gee, there's sure
Swoosh,
is some fun
swah.
stuff happening in there.
There's really exciting stuff happening in there, but you're not there to see it. You bunch of lamos. Actually, I think that's a critical hit. Okay, in that case, after like 30 seconds or so of like big violence, of like lots of exciting new swear words being used.
Got any threes?
Eventually the sound ends, and and you're like, no, no, come on. God damn you! You're supposed to live when I tell you.
Oh.
All right. It seems violence has been resolved.
flawlessly.
Alright, well that worked out.
Somehow.
In fact, better than I expected.
Hmm.
Why didn't I
Should
take
we
heal as a prepared spell?
should we go in there and mob up the rest?
Sure. And now that things are done, we can solve the problem.
Only downside is you get no experience for everything, but you do get get the loot. That's the fun part. You do get the loot.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah, the militia.
You charge, so this room you were in is like a large hallway. Nothing too special about it. Some torch brackets all over the place. This place, however, has, well, for one, there's some statues, some dead wolves, a guy. One of the wolves is cut clean in half. There's some pools of water. A very fine dais, surrounded by arcane sigils that are crackling and fizzling. Whatever was used to end the effect that they had wasn't the best option. Anyway, you see this man is like, you did this, didn't you? You did this!
I think you find the dogs did this. We were out here.
In the distance, you see a guy who basically looks like a stereotypical grave robber. He's like a little lantern pointing in your direction. It's like, oh, heck. Oh, hecky. Can everyone please roll me some perception, I guess? As he wants to beat your butts for bullying his friend. Wah.
No, it was sick the dogs on them.
Why do I have these guys twice? Get off of here. You're honored twice.
Ah, you mean initiative, whoops.
Grave robber. Grave robber. Goes first, apparently. Goes first. I don't like not being able to roll mass initiative. But who cares? Well, you did get rid of, like, one of the guys that was going to be part of this fight. So that's nice. And hey, you got rid of the wargs. It's all win. It's all win. It's all win.
Yep.
Yosk, you're first. Ahead of you are some metal guys, and there's a he's not in the pool of water. Don't think that. Don't think that. That's weird.
Since my cantrip has abysmal range, I could probably try to throw a javelin in there.
Sexy. You throw a javelin at the rusted, animated armor.
Yes.
Donk.
That is actually a clonk. Because animated armors have hardness to them. So he ignores 5 points of damage from any source. So it goes clunk. The two things can destroy this. No, wait. The hardness reduces and damage cakes. Okay, no, it's that their armor class goes down when they're broken. Anyway, there's a guy in the back who's like, "Aw, man, now we got freaking adventuring guys out here too. This place is polluted." What would be a sensible thing to throw? Well, he used one of those things. You know what? He's like, come on, man, we gotta get out of here. Stop delaying. We don't have time. He's got a -2 on this, but he's gonna try. He tries to throw a bomb at the. Wow! Congratulations. All right. If it's anything other than a 1 or an 8 on the scatter, he'll hit the wall. So he hits the wall, and the explosion doesn't even splash anyone. Oh, God damn it! Come on!
He's also upside down.
Yeah, that's because of his directional lighting. Look at this. Whee! Woo! Ooh. I mean, there is a way to offset that nowadays, but it's too much work. I'm lazy. I'm a little baby. Anyway, that's his whole thing. Is he took an action to take it out, took an action to throw it, took an action to walk. Asaru. He's got a throwing arm of a noodle.
Yes. So I'm gonna go in there, drop my torch at that point.
I mean, you don't really need it. The bodyguard had a torch with him. That's also on the ground. There's a lot of torches on the ground around here.
Yeah, still, it's with me. Okay, let's try this again. This hasn't worked once yet. So I'm gonna try and pull the dude in front of me out of balance. That's
At least that's
necking.
all.
Ah,
Ooh.
I appreciate that everyone's super excited. Well, in the meantime, I'm trying to figure this stuff out. Oh, wow. All right. Wow. Ooh. Okay, so this guy, right? The cultist who's like, no, my friend.
Yep.
Oh, God.
That guy.
Oh, God. Okay, so let's see. He strike hits, he's flat-footed. Oh, okay, well, that's a critical hit, so he's like, big ow.
Okay, so that hits and he's flat-footed now.
He is flat-footed as hell.
Yep.
No.
Then my second attack, I switch to two-handed mode and miss. Probably.
You do miss.
Uh,
The rusty animated armor, on the other hand.
oh yeah, and then I let go of the two-handed and get back to distracting this guy. So he stays flat-footed.
The large creature you were faced with. You know what it's gonna try? It's gonna try to shove you into the pool.
Oh. Yep.
So it tries to like get you away from it. It's like, into the pool you go, Mr. Firebug.
Ash.
The pool's deep
Yeah,
enough that you don't get hurt, but you're like in water now.
Ugh. Ouch.
After that, he
Ugh.
steps aside, heaves his long sword high. Wait, I'm a dummy. This power attack should have. Oh no, wait, that's power. Yeah, that's. I'm thinking 2E. He's. Unfortunately, he mistakes the water for you,
Hmm.
and he just cuts some
is-
droplets in half.
Yeah, there was a corpse here already, so.
Blart, these guys look mean business.
Alright, so he's in sudden charge.
Yeah. Let him have it.
Gonna get him.
Oh wow, you hit him for 5.
Big bonks.
Bam. The armor begins to crack.
Oh,
One action left.
And
Zobacz, czy Maciek przestał gadać.
nie.
Nie!
Okay, so this with a -5, by the way. Okay, so I don't trip anything like this.
Alrighty, tidy. Mr. Cultist is flat-footed.
well, as long as he stays within the range of my hand.
Can he move away?
Well, yeah, I'm not stopping him specifically if I'm in a pool of water.
Marvelous. So, you know what? He's gonna throw a spell on himself.
Ugh.
Wait, why is it one? Ugh, that's just because of stupid things. Anyway, he casts protection on himself, giving a +1 status bonus against you. Nah.
Oh,
As he goes for good. Protection from good. No, wait.
I'm neutral.
Oh, well, he was hoping that you weren't since you were intervening, you know. Good guys intervene with bad guy plans. So he... I'm sorry that that the villain isn't necessarily able to know your alignment.
I'm here because it's my job.
Well then. Since you're so... Oh, no, wait, he can't cast Steel Touch. He will try to, like, get you his dagger. I've got you now!
Yeah, he does have me now.
With my powerful divine magics, what hope do you have? Nah! The rusted animated armor goes clank, 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 as it's been ordered to attack anything that wasn't in the room before. You know what it's going to do to you? It's going to push you over. It tries to knock you prone, essentially.
In the water.
Yes.
Yep. I'm being bullied.
Once you are prone,
I've been given a swirly by up.
he tries to kick you while you're down.
Ooh.
Owie.
Well, that takes me to -4.
Well, then you go to 0. Welcome to dying 1, good sir. Upon your turn, things will happen. Unless someone decides to pick you up again. Stillwater, get in there and get helping.
Okay.
Don't forget to flank people.
Oh, what if I could? I'm gonna stand on this bloke's corpse,
Poor bloke.
and then this guy is still flat-footed, even though you're knocked down.
Yeah. I mean, we'll say that he's flat-footed for 1 attack before Asaru actually goes down.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Time is
Fuck.
weird. Oh god. Is that a critical? I mean, considering he's being very cocky, why the hell not? Oh wait, it doesn't matter if it's a critical or not. He goes down either way. You needed 8. He's like,
Yeah.
I've got you now. Blah! He got shanked in the side by a baby.
Ha! No one expects baby.
He falls to the ground, writhing in pain, and then goes bleh. Yosk. Oh wait, you have other actions, don't you? Do you want to use them on anything?
The kidney by a cabbage.
Can't really think of much that I can use them on.
Nice.
So I guess I'll just sit here and get my little buckler up.
Yeah, shield armor class. Yosk, what do
Howdy,
you do?
baby. Gosh.
So Isaru is down. Probably I should just use my final spell to heal him.
Perhaps.
Let me just check how that works again.
I recommend the 2-action version.
Yes, exactly. That's what I wanted to do. So
Otherwise,
move
this
up to
cultist will get
here.
back up again.
Yeah. So move up to here and use the 2 action version. That means that's 1d8. 1d8 plus 8.
1d8 plus 8. Oh wow, that's
So 6 plus 8.
yeah. Wow, 14.
That's good heal. and
Asaru,
I'm-
you are wounded 1.
And my turn is done.
You can make note of this next to your hit points.
Wounded. Ah, 1. And I heal to 14.
Yes, there are no negative hit points in
Yes.
2e.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Oh, that is what he would look like for a moment. Yes. The grave robber is like, oh god damn it, he died, fucking idiot. Oh, god. Oh wait. First, I forgot that on initiative count 20, because the ritual because the circle has not been broken properly, everyone inside of it takes a little bit of lightning damage as the runes crackle to life. It's actually more like force damage, but they get zapped.
So why is he upside down?
He has directional lighting. Here, let me. He has directional lighting, so he has to face where his light goes.
He's pointing a flashlight at us.
Yeah, he's like one of those graveyard keeper bullseyes, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, point is that he gets zapped for 5, unless he makes a
he
reflex
was-
check. Maybe he'll dodge this lightning. No, he doesn't. DC 18. It's a pretty strong bolt. Ow. Let's see if the rusty armor takes full damage or not. Ooh, wow. Actually, doesn't take any because of hardness.
Ow.
It just gets crackled on, and he's like, "Oh god damn it, I'm out of here. This place is hella cursed." He sort of backs off and then turns around, and then just goes, "Ah!" Masaru, the animated armors haven't stopped attacking, but you are back on your feet.
Well, figuratively, since I'm in a pool of water.
Yeah, it takes an action to get up. By the way, technically by Raw, I think you drop everything you're holding when you go unconscious. I don't like that for dying because it means that when you die, you have to pick everything up and spend your turn, and it's dumb. It's a freaking spiral.
Okay, so wake up, sword in hand, and I try to splash onto the ground over here.
Oh wait, no. Technically, your initiative changes to whoever killed you. We'll do that later. The next time. Okay, you splash about a little. Hiya! You are flanking the guy below you.
Yeah. I'll, um, yeah, I'll just go for. So wait, it was a action to get up, action to get on shore. So last action to try and smash the armor.
Oh wow, that's a really good blow. Okay, good news. It's down to 4 hit points, and its armor class goes down to, I think, 13 because it's now broken. As an object, it is less than half max hit points, and it's also down just a scratch. It clanks and goes clunk clonk clunk clonk. Since it's already so rusty, its attacks actually do a little less damage too. It's all broken and battered up. It basically goes for a spin. First, it goes for blart, -2 on this, by the way, on the attack and the damage, and then for you, and then it raises its very clumsily made shield. It rattles and clanks at every step. Blart. Let me actually check. Actually, if Blart has his shield up, he wouldn't have been hit by that.
I managed to
Oh, well. So I take a whole 3, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
Swing, wrong, swing. Two, 3. Oh man, its armor class is with shield 15 now that it's broken and beatered, but that doesn't matter too much.
Where does the magic circle go, by the way?
On this set of 3 squares. Guess where you're standing.
Yeah, it's kind of what kind of magic circle is it?
It's if you had like nature or arcana, you had a moment to check it out. Maybe you could figure out what you're dealing with. For now, all you know is that it's sparking and crackling and zapping people that stand inside of it for the next minute.
Well, I was just wondering if it was carved into the ground or
it's
painted.
carved into it's carved or inked into the ground in some fashion. It takes you have to take a look to get a good idea. Okay, Blart, you hit him. You hit him for a 1. Actually, it's gonna shield block that because it's kind of dumb. It's gonna shield block that, which negates the attack completely, but it does damage the shield. What are you doing next, Bart? You have 2 more actions.
Yeah. I leap over here.
Heroic leap.
And then I'm going to try to trip the other arm.
It's against reflex. Oh no, they're not good at that. Don't bully him.
Yeah, but since this also in attack, this is with a -5. A 17 is still good.
A 17 still does it, yes. It's DC 13. It falls on the ground. Clank, 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 clank.
That's quite a racket.
The cultist is gone. The rusty armor, however, will try to get up. So attacks of opportunities abound.
Yeah.
This is just so mean. Yep. Oh, goodness. That is a critical hit, good sir. For 15 damage. It's broken, and then comes the other attack. And in that case, yes, it's almost completely broken. It stands up, rickety and shaking, making noise like balanced pots and pans.
Clunking.
Takes 1 action to do that. Again, this one is for the right guy on the right. Ooh, -4 damage on the crit though because of the -2 penalty. And then it goes for the guy behind it.
Ooh.
Again, -2 on everything. Or -4 on the crit damage. Stillwater.
Oh, so that's a -2 on the attack?
It's a... Oh, wait, excuse me. That's not attack number 2. There you go. -2 on the attack.
Okay, well, that still hits.
For 2.
Yeah. So, for 2. Ow.
Stillwater, live your life.
I'm gonna smack this guy first. I don't think I can do much damage with the hardness, actually.
Maybe you should hit this guy then. You can flank him. And get that sneak attack bonus on top.
Yeah. Just jump over here.
Jump over the pool. Whee! I'm baby.
Flutter on down.
You graceful like a butterfly. That's a critical hit.
Yeah.
Right in the back.
Doing
Actually, it doesn't matter if it was if you got a critical or sneak, because that 9 alone was enough to destroy it. You hit it right in the screw and boom, flies into pieces.
oh no, Mina's dead. Mina's
Oh,
not
no.
dead.
You've one action left, Stillwater.
I guess I'll just like.
Marvelous.
I don't know. Move forward a little.
As the turn goes around, everyone standing inside the electric boogaloo circle gets electrically boogalooed. Reflex save DC 18. Thank you, animated armor.
Is that bug?
It's a basic save, so if you crit fail, double. If you succeed, half. Crit succeed, none. That's a crit failure.
Yeah.
That's a big zappies. You stand right on top of one of the crackling runes going up your foot. Ah!
So the damage is 5 or 10 on a crit fail.
Yep.
Ah.
Yosk, what do? The armor is almost destroyed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a flame at it.
Begone, foul animated creature. Not
And
like
that's
that, you
not
don't.
it. Alright, then there's not much I can do else, so just raise my shield.
Isaro, what do?
Well, since there's just that one left, bad condition, flanked, I'm just gonna try to cleave it in two.
And that's all you needed. A critical hit for huge damage. And so, it is quiet.
Hmm.
You hear the grave robber guy say something as he leaves through the doorway. I mean, yeah. Give me a
Catch
moment.
me, yeah.
Y'all better jump off that fine hole to your feet. Anyway, he says something on going to a place called Crisgood. Excuse me, Crisgood. To meet up with his boss and get his damn payment already.
Hmm.
Is anybody of Knowledge Society? Or is it just society?
Yeah, sure. D is for.
Roll me some society. It ain't a big deal. It's not a hard check. Let me just double check what's an easy enough thing to know, because it's in the local area. DC would be like 15-ish. Marvelous. Marvelous. Cruzgood. Sounds familiar. There's an old. That's not. It's saying it's an old orcish fortification is wrong. It was built when the whole God of Darkness thing was going on. Orcs built a fortress, used it for all kinds of mad scheming in the area. The God of Darkness was replaced, and the orcs kind of abandoned it. And now, occasionally, warbands hang out there. Like, it's kind of become the meeting ground for criminal elements, shall we say. Or individuals who don't like hanging out in society.
Crime club.
It is a place where people who don't want to, it's like, I want to sleep under a roof, but I also don't want to go to a town. It's not too far from where you are right now. But how about we end the session here with you guys having successfully defeated your enemies?
Yay.
I will also tell you, however, of some other items you find.
Oh, I'll drink at least one of those bubbles.
Jesus. Why do people drive such loud vehicles? Ugh. Unfortunately, unless you care about really shoddy equipment, the rusted armors don't have much to offer. However, the bodyguard does have something nice. He has a +1 great club.
Oh.
Big smashy.
Yeah, big smashy. So if you want to use a Grey Club, this one has a +1 rune carved into it. It's carved right at the top, like on the stump top at the. You know what I'm talking about. It's like you got that cross section of a tree branch at the top, that kind of club. It's got a rune carved right there, right there.
Stump.
Okay.
What is our fancy friend carrying in his back pockets? He's carrying a scroll that's been expended, so that's not much use there. Oh god damn it! I'm just okay. Cool. My browser's exploding for a minute. Give me a moment.
Good thing we're wrapping up.
Yeah. Sometimes my browser just likes going. I'm just gonna take a break. And I'm like, why? It's like, no reason. It's none of your business. I'm the one who makes all of the rules.
Nuts to you, that's why.
Nuts to you. No, I've been nuts. I don't know what that means, but it sounds dangerous. God dang. It's taking forever today. Oh, there we go. No, wait. Oh, yeah, it's fixed itself. Marvelous. Let's take a look, see what kind of spells he has on him. Ah, here we go. He has a scroll of magic weapon on him, which is easy enough to identify because guess what? You have a divine cast, a primal caster who might know this stuff. I forget he's primal. Whoops. Well, you can still use the scroll. No, he can't.
Okay.
Oh well. Guess you have to sell it.
It's
I-
money.
I guess you have to sell it. He also has a scroll of bless.
Bless.
Don't think you can use that one either.
I don't think so.
Who knew? Well, on the plus side, if you ever want to be rude, he also has a scroll of harm, which you also can't use.
I made the right decisions,
I
apparently.
mean, listen, it's not my problem that divine spells and the primalist have made such a massive shift. Let's take
It's
a look.
fine.
See. Let's take a look. See.
Just need to get an what was it? Cleric multi-class feat.
Oh, here's a scroll you can use. A flaming sphere.
Oh.
You can actually use that one. Nice.
Yoink.
Wow.
Yeah. And by the way, you don't have to roll anything. In 2e, if you've got a scroll and it's on your list, you can just use it. Baboom. Additionally, the bodyguard guy had a couple of potions in his pockets. A couple of healing potions.
Oh.
A lesser one at that. Ooh. The cultist had a minor healing potion in his pockets. And the first level scrolls are worth worth 4 gold pieces. If you sell them, it's for 2. Just so you know. And that's about it. The alchemist probably had some nice stuff on him too, but he's a coward and he ran away. He did, however, leave you a clue.
Okay, so that was 2 lesser healing and 1 minor.
No, one lesser and 1 minor.
Oh, 1 each. Okay.
Yep. Well,
Okay. Well,
Boop, boop.
there's something going on in Gruskud.
Additionally, can I get a nature check from your local druid? And only he can make this check, by the way.
Oh,
No one else has
Sure,
the
give me a
necessary training to
second.
know what the hell's going on.
I know nothing.
So you're surrounded by reagents that they've been using to try and get rid of this stuff. However, your brain is like, as to oh my god, again. Don't do this to me again. I'll be mad. I'll waggle my finger at you aggressively. Oh my goodness. You think that if you took all these reagents, you could sell them for like 10 gold pieces maybe? There's some unexpended ones, but you don't know how to use them. They're all for like arcane divine stuff. You know, getting rid of circles on the ground. Together, all the ingredients weigh around a bulk, unfortunately. It's quite clumsy. Other than that, there you go.
Alright. So regions.
Marvelous. Well, that's the end of the session. Let's see what the experience totals stop at today. 600. Boy. Well, I mean, that's what you get when you go to the big fight at the end.
Have like the bosses fight each other.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't get points for that, but you got points for the guys you did beat up. You already got your points for concocting a smart plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smart
Cunning
plans.
plan.
Who said being brain never pays off? I say that. Nah! And now I will end the stream as I scamper off into the darkness, laughing at my victory.
Scamberoo.
I didn't win anything, but that doesn't matter. Nah! Bye, stream.
Stream.
Stream.